Got the Saturdays locked, and if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast. A podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up everyone? What's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introductions. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their bag like, what's up?
What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked, and if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast. A podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up everyone? What's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introductions. You already know what you get. getting in that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it, I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama, they keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back like, what's up?
What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you getting in that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it, I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama, they keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back like, what's up?
What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation Podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back. Like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Jay Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gaming credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best.
Cut the cap. I'm a PlayStation fan. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Hey, what is good, YouTube? What's good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona and one half of the What's Up PlayStation Podcast crew. And we are back with episode 79 of the What's Up PlayStation Podcast. How y'all feeling today? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to y'all. I hope y'all are good. I hope y'all are happy, healthy, and safe. I hope you got your coffee, you got your cereal, you know, you got your milk, cereal and milk, your pancakes or your waffles with your sausage, bacon, and eggs, hash browns, whatever you got on this Saturday morning. I hope you got it so that you can be strapped in for this new episode. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be entertaining. And I'm your host for this week, Persona. And listen, WUPS would not be what it is without the other half of WUPS, right? The king of the Bronx, Mr. Barbecue Steak. The best list on YouTube. My bro,
Yes, sir.
Bari, in the building. Bari, what's good, man? Say what's up to the people.
Yep. Persona saw a little bit of a little taste of Chef Bari RD. And he's mesmerized now. You know what I mean?
You see, that's why you can't compliment Bari, because Bari take it to the extremes. You feel me?
Yo, listen, before we go, listen.
Yo, go ahead.
You requested to get something on the show, and you ain't even blessed the PlayStation Nation.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh man, hold up. Before we even do that, I gotta get the trophies. The trophies, man. Hold up.
Bless the
My
people
fault.
up. Let's go.
My fault.
Bless them up.
Send them trophies, man. Send them trophies. Yo, we giving them trophies out like Naughty Dog. We giving them trophies out like Naughty Dog. You hear me?
Don't get them trophies,
man.
God.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to y'all.
Nah, man, but what is good, man? It's another Saturday, beautiful Saturday morning. The weather is getting really nice out here in New York.
Absolutely.
And yeah, man, it's WUPS. It's WUPS Saturday. We shut Saturdays down. It's WUPS Saturday. That's it.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
Absolutely.
But nah, it's good. It's always good to see the beautiful people in the chat, man. The PlayStation Nation. I see you guys in the chat. What is up, guys? Good morning, or good afternoon, or good night. whatever it is out there, wherever you at in the world. We appreciate you coming through, man, for another episode. 79 episodes, Persona, man. Can you believe it?
Yeah, we definitely get to 100 this year. I think by the end of the summer we should be at 100. For
right?
Sure. Yeah, we should.
Like what? 3 more months or no? Not
4
3 more months.
4 more months. 4 more months.
Oh, matter of fact, no, because by the end of the year we'll get to 100.
No, 4 months. No, it's summer. By the end of the summer, because it's 4 weeks in a month, so 4 Saturdays. So by August we'll be at 100.
So we need 20 more weeks. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
But nah, man, it's a beautiful Saturday. You know the vibes, man. We got some great stuff to talk about. My man Persona set the show up nice and lovely.
Absolutely.
Let's get into it.
You already know, Bari. I always love to ask, man. How was your week, man? This week, how you feel? How's everything?
My week was pretty. It was pretty alright, man. You know, once again, like I said, busy week. Like I don't know what the hell is going on, man. But a lot of money is just coming in. Where I got a lot of projects that I gotta do. But gaming wise, it's been pretty good, man. Pretty good, man. Stranger to Paradise is complete. I love that game.
Fire.
Amazing game, man. That was the ending I was actually looking for, and I was very pleased with Stranger to Paradise, man. And now I'm playing Ghostwire Tokyo and all that, man. So yeah, gaming wise, it's been amazing. Also, I downloaded this cool ass game on Steam, man. I saw Maximilian stream it. It's called Jitsu Squad. He's actually in the game. I'm looking forward to like playing that as well.
Okay.
The only thing, it doesn't have no online co-op. It's like local co-op.
Okay.
But it's a pretty, cheap little cool game.
That's what's up, man. That's good to hear, bro.
How's your week, man? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? Yo, wait, before I let you go, Persona, I got shots of my man Persona, man. I forgot, it was like probably 2 weeks ago or a week ago. My man was like, yo, Bari, Turkey Hill, something juices. You say like tea or something.
The Turkey Hill tropical, the mango green tea and the tropical.
And I was like, I was like, yo, Persona, what was so talking about, man? Turkey Hill juices. You know what I mean? I like my juices as well, but I'm a lemonade dude. I love lemonade, right? Mm-hmm. So I was scrolling one day, through the supermarket, and I say, you know what? Let me see if what Persona's talking about is there. These Turkey Hill juices, and behold, there was Turkey Hill mango lemonade. So all of a sudden my fancies was tickled, Persona. I mean, it was tickling. I was laughing. I was like, what the hell am I laughing? But it was just I was just tickled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
and I picked up 2. I was like, you know what? If it's good, the Persona's onto something. But if it's bad, then I just wasted 2 bottles of juice.
Yeah.
Bro, I cracked that junk open. I put some ice in my cup. I put 2 more ice cubes in my cup. I was like, I gotta get this ice all the way up. I gotta get this juice cold. I want it freezing. You know when you freeze and you just snap your mouth real quick, like that first drink. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yo, bro, when I drank that shit, I think I messaged you. I was like, yo, son.
Yo, I know it was good for you because you ain't even hit me up like in the text or nothing. You added me on Twitter and said, yo, this shit is cut.
I was like, yo, this man Persona on something here because I never tried Turkey Hill. Like juice. The only thing Turkey Hill I ever like tried was like the ice cream. That's it.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to you on that, man. That's the new wave right there.
Yeah, that's good, man. In moderation, there's a lot of sugar in that stuff, so definitely be careful.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we grown ass adults. I ain't gotta tell.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's on point. It's on point. Those are like my guilty pleasures. I grab the mango green tea or the iced tea, tropical iced tea, which man.
You know when a juice is good when you don't see that much flavors of the juice. So when I was going to the supermarket, all I saw was the mango lemonade. Like I guess people didn't want that flavor, but every other flavor was gone.
Oh yeah. Yo, them Turkey Hills be popular, bro. I'm telling you, man. And then like the regular green tea is really good as well. Like listen, man, that's my go-to. Like I try not to drink a lot of soda and whatnot.
I'm not a soda drinker.
Juice is just as bad because of the sugar, right? But that's my guilty pleasure, and it's that.
What's my juice? My go-to juice.
What?
Like if I see this in the store or if it's on sale or whatnot, And a lot of people's gonna be like, "Damn, Bar, you drink that?" But I love this shit, yo. Like I said, I'm like one of those citrus type of juice guys.
Okay.
Yo, cherry limeade, Minute Maid,
Ew.
bro. Listen,
Nah.
that is that juice right there. If you see that in the refrigerator, anybody come over, I guess my family and whatnot, they know not to touch that shit. They know.
I like the White Orchard grape from Minute Maid. That one I do.
Oh,
like.
I never had that. That sound like a mixer. You put that with like some Ciroc or some shit.
Yeah,
it
tastes good solo, but it definitely tastes good with some liquor into it. Absolutely. But for me, man, this week, man, kind of been low key this week, man. Like a lot of projects, a lot of deadlines that was due, a lot of meetings this week. Like I think I've been in like 30 plus meetings this week. I'm not even kidding. So yeah, but I'm chilling, man. It was a good week, man. I always say, man, I always look forward to the Saturday morning podcast. What's up, PlayStation? Chop it up with bro Bari, and obviously, chop it up with the folks in the chat as well. It's really dope, man. So shout out to y'all, man. We really appreciate y'all being here, and y'all know how we do things here, man. When we get into the rigmarole of the games for the week, man. Which a lot of games released this week, man. A lot of games, right? So we've got Sniper, Ghost.
What games Persona bought this week?
I might have only bought maybe 1 or 2 games off this list. I ain't even kidding. But Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2 Complete Edition for the PS4, PS5. Cathedral for PS4, which I'm thinking about picking up this Cathedral game. I seen the trailer for this, and I'm thinking about it.
What type of game is that?
It's kind of like no. It's like a platformer, like a Metroidvania style game. Then we got High Q Ace Deluxe for the PS4. We got Blast Brigade versus the Evil Legion of Dr. Creed for the PS5.
I'm picking
PS4.
that up.
Yeah, I believe you too. Pachi Pachi on a Roll Heart Thief bundle for the PS4.
Okay,
We've got
I like that.
Arcade Archives, The Legend of Valkyrie for the PS4.
Yo, I'm a big fan of the Arcade Archive games.
Oh, word?
Yeah, because they bring back a lot of the old school games that you probably played them as a kid, but you never really dive deep in them because they wasn't like the mainstay, but they were cool games. But now they come back and they got trophies and whatnot. It's
pretty dope. Hidden Shapes, Animals, and Lovely Cats for the PS4.
Easy plat.
Nobody really? Okay, let me put that. Let me add that to the list real quick.
I can tell by the names, bro. I can tell by the names.
Nobody Saves the World for the PS5, PS4. Hint, hint. That's a great game, guys. I'm gonna talk about that later.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Road 96 for the PS5. Now, look, I seen a trailer that PlayStation put up this week with this Road 96 game. I'm a bit intrigued, but I didn't pull the trigger. Did you see the trailer for this game, Barry?
Absolutely not. They posted this on Twitter?
Yeah, they posted up on Twitter, yeah. And
really?
There's an article, there's a whole article for this, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they did. It's pretty big. Pause. Tape Unveil the Memories for the PS4. Them Bombs for the PS4. Winning Post 9 2022 for the PS4. A sketchbook about her son for the PS5, PS4.
Yo, easy plat.
Hey, I'm gonna add that to the list. BB and Tina, New Adventures with Horses for the PS4. Easter Candy Run for the PS5, PS4. Hey man, they back with the holiday games, bro. Always on time.
Man. I'm telling I promise you, one of these days we'll bring a segment to this show where we play one of these run games and just tell you this game is ass. But go and buy it.
Flower Shop Summer in Fairbrook for the PS5, PS4. Combinera for the PS4. Pirate Pinball for the PS5. Radon Break for the PS4.
DLC, Elden Ring DLC.
I'm saying though, Sally Face for the PS4 and Super Toy Cars Off Road.
Yo, let me ask you a quick question. When is the last time you played like a pinball game?
I'm gonna be honest with you, it's been years. I think maybe PlayStation 3.
Yo, the last time I played one was the beginning of PlayStation 4. You remember the Marvel pinballs that they were re-releasing?
Was that Street? I remember the Street Fighter one that I played.
There's a lot of them that was coming out with it.
That was PS3 because I remember they had like the Wolverine one.
Yeah,
and
they
all that
first
stuff.
came out on PS3. PS3 I didn't play them, but PS4 they re-released them, or I guess made like PS4 versions, and they was just releasing them joints. I was like, yo, let me copy these.
They were releasing them just left and right too, man. It was.
Yo, I suck at pinball though, man. I don't know what it
Really?
is. Like, I can't.
Oh, I used to.
can't
I
do good.
remember back in the day in school, and when you used to have a computer lab, and you used to play the pinball on the computer lab.
Oh yeah, the
computers.
pinball game.
Yeah, I used to play. I used to play the hell out of that.
You remember those? I'm gonna tell you how old you are. You remember them toys that you pretty much had like the maze puzzlers where you got to get the ball in a hole or get a ball in a certain hole.
Oh yeah, you had to you had to like move it. You had to like move it around and think. I know exactly. I know exactly. I remember those. Like, those were. Oh, and then the other ones with the rings where you had to push it and make the water. Yo, I remember those, bro. Oh my god. Yo, and those just were fire.
One too, man.
Yeah, I remember. Yo, those were fire, bro. I ain't gonna lie. As a kid, had seen playing that, bro. I was like hype as fuck. It's like, yo, this shit is dope. Like I'm having fun.
Hyped to get a new one.
Yep.
I'm about to solve this real quick.
Used to get those from like the carnival. Or used to get them from like the arcade and stuff like that.
From the 25-cent machine.
Oh yeah, yep. Man, I miss the old school days, man.
Yeah, we old, man. We old.
Oh, bro. Let me get these super chats and then we'll get into the spotlight. Yo, Gamer Forte, man, I appreciate you for the super chat, bro. He says respect to PlayStation. Respect to Persona and Bari. My favorite PlayStation duel on YouTube. Hope y'all have a great duo on YouTube. Hope y'all have a great week and better weekend. Appreciate you, Forte, always, bro. Thank you for coming through, man, and thank you for always supporting the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew. And then King Kiso, appreciate you, bro. He says, best PlayStation podcast on YouTube. Hope everyone has a great Easter dinner tomorrow for those who celebrate. Yeah, man, appreciate you, Kiso.
Yo, Kiso know the vibes, yo.
Absolutely.
Listen, Persona Yachty too. So he's supposed to be getting his fish, his escovitch fish with bread. You know what I mean? Put some onions in there. Listen, Persona, yo.
I got a nice dinner plan.
His roots. He betrayed
his
roots.
I got a nice dinner plan. I promise. I got a nice dinner. Y'all gonna see
you
it.
probably got some oxtails and all that.
Nah, like the stewed chicken.
Oh, stewed chicken.
The stewed chicken, man. That's gonna cook. It's gonna cook early. I'm gonna start the stewed chicken early in the morning. It's gonna slow cook. Have all the ingredients and everything. Watch when it comes. Watch by the afternoon tomorrow. It's gonna be so good.
Okay, I got you.
GN and Don, always appreciate you, bro, coming through supporting the channel. He says, shout out to the best PlayStation podcast on YouTube, providing SSS tier. We talking DMC numbers. We doing triple S tier, or letters, I should say. Triple S tier entertainment and info. Gotta check out the Turkey Hill Lemonade. Happy Easter. Yeah, man. Listen, guys, I would never steer you wrong. That Turkey Hill Lemonade is on point. I promise. And then Bird, appreciate you, Bird, for coming through, man. He says, yo, shout out to Bird, man. We had some real fire matches on DNF Duel. His grappler is definitely on point. I'm digging his grappler. Shout out to Bird. He says, shout out to the best PlayStation podcast on the tube. And let's hope Legend of Dragoon also gets resurrected this Easter. I hope.
Yes, sir.
Let's hope,
sir. From the ashes.
Absolutely. All right, guys. So now we are in the spotlight portion of the show.
Oh, yo, before we get into spotlight persona, we gotta do something special real quick, man.
Okay. What we gotta do?
I mean, shout out to my man SickHumorTV.
Oh yeah.
Sick, he did the the intro for What's Up PlayStation. But not only that, his birthday just passed yesterday.
Yes, sir.
So happy birthday to my man SickHumorTV. Really, really great guy. In general, YouTube, Twitter, in this general, always a cool guy that supports our channels or support WUPS. And when you just get to know him, you just he's a really good, genuine guy, yo. So
yeah, very
big shout out to my man SickHumorTV and happy birthday once again.
Yeah, man. Sick is a very smart dude, man. Very entertaining, and he keeps it real, man. He's one of the realest dudes out here in the gaming streets, man. Happy belated birthday, Sick, man. I hope you enjoyed it, man. Here's to many, many more. And guys, round of applause for my boy Sick, man. Round of applause.
Hey, man. Yo, he not afraid to tell you what it is too. If you do something trash or something garbage, he gonna let you know. I like people like that, man. You know what I mean?
He keeps it real. Even if it's somebody that he messes with, like he always gonna be himself. He always authentic, right? Which I've said that a lot, guys. Where it's like it's important to have people like that in your circle and around you who's always gonna keep it real with you, right? And Sick is one of those dudes that'll always keep it real with you, man. So shout out to Sick, man. Happy birthday to him, and blessings, many blessings to him.
Maybe we'll bring up like a birthday shout out, little segment. I don't know.
Word, that'd be dope. Yeah, that'd be dope. I'm with it. All right, man. So we're in the spotlight portion of the show, guys. And for those who are new here, the spotlight is essentially where me and Bari give you guys and girls a game that we think you guys should check out, right? It could be a brand new game. It could be an old game. It could be a game that hasn't even released yet. It could be a game from your childhood. The purpose of the spotlight is just to highlight a game that we think the community should check out and pay attention to, right? So starting with Bari, man, what is your spotlight for the week? And are you going to break the rules?
This week, I don't think I'm going to break the rules this week, Persona.
Okay.
But I really want to spotlight one of these games because, like I said, there's times where I would just be moseying on down to the PlayStation store. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just scrolling on by. And I sometimes I come across these games and all these old school looking games. I'm like, you know what? I want to play that real quick. You know what I mean? And one of the games, that I bought this week and I played and I was like, yo, this is mad fun. It's a game called Warp Z. It's one of those, ship side-scrolling bullet hell type games. It takes a while to get used to it, but once you get that itch back, man, of those games I used to play in the arcades back in the day, where you waiting for your doctor visit, or you're in the movie theater, you know what I mean, just playing these arcade, side-scrolling or, scrolling, ship games. And yo, this is what this game was to me, man. It had the old school vibe, the old school like sounds when you level up or when you defeat a boss. The bosses is crazy, throwing mad bullets and all that shit at you. Mm-hmm. And yo, I generally was having a good time playing this, man. I beat the game and completed the game like in like 2 hours or whatnot. So it's not like a long game, but it was super fun. You know what I mean? So yeah, I want to shout it. It's called Warp Z. It's called Z Warp. My bad.
You get this from the PlayStation Store.
It's on the PlayStation Store. I think it's might be like $6 or something like that.
Okay.
So it's Z-Warp, and it's cool as hell, man. It's cool as hell. I enjoyed it. You don't have a lot of modes, but you have like a story mode. You have endless mode. To get the platinum, it does have a little challenge to it too, because you have to get a score of 500,000 and above in story.
So you gotta have them multipliers
in endless
like crazy.
Mode.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you gotta go through a multiplier without getting hit and just destroying the enemies. I did it in hardcore mode, where hardcore you get the multiplier up to 16. So once you get the multiplier up in hardcore, man, you just rolling in points. So that's why I got it in the hardcore mode, and I enjoyed it, man. It was fun as hell. But yeah, Z Warp.
Okay.
Is my game for the week.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay, that's pretty dope, man. That's really good. A nice new game. And for me, man, my
Persona, you thought I wasn't gonna break the rules.
Go ahead, boy. Go ahead, boy. Go ahead. Break the rules. Break the rules.
Thought I was gonna come over here. You thought I was gonna come up here and WUPS Up PlayStation Podcast, episode 17, and I haven't
17 or 79.
We broke the rules for the last 3 months.
Episode 17 or 79? Which one is it?
Oh, did I say 17?
You said episode 17, not 79. Go ahead and break the rules.
I ran with it.
Go ahead and break the rules. Break the rules, man.
Listen, man. Like I said, I've been diving into my backlog into my library, and I was picking up one of my games that was hype, and I really love this game. Dissidia Final Fantasy NT. You know what I mean? Because the whole remake talk was being, talking about this week, and one of them was like 9. So I was like, you know what? The Dissidia engine was really good. So let me see how these characters really look. And yo, they look beautiful. But yeah, I was playing the Dissidia NT, man. You know what I mean? Finally playing some of the new characters that they've been unlocking throughout the years. And yo, man, going back to that game, it's giving me that vibe, man, where I miss playing that game. I wish a lot more people played it and like knew how to play it and understood how Dissidia works. But yeah, man, great experience. I'm just gonna run through the story because I have a whole bunch of points that I accumulated from playing like rank mode and all that stuff that I never used. So I'm just gonna go through the story and just like complete that. And that would be my Dissidia hype for the week. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I short break the rule, like a small one. But yeah, Dissidia NT, I mean Final Fantasy NT, man. I love that game. I love the Cydia franchise. Just don't incorporate the 3v3 so much next time, Square Enix, okay?
Yeah, that was my issue too, because like I didn't buy the Cydia NT. I did buy, I did play. Remember when they had the beta and all that back on the PS4, and we was all playing it. But the Cydia back on PSP, I love that game. I don't know, something about the Cydia NT, like it just didn't sit right with me. I think it might have been the whole
incorporate everything 3v3
Yeah,
now.
I wasn't.
So you playing with
that.
randoms all the time.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling that, so that's why I didn't pick up the game. But, who knows? I might find myself back on it at some point in my gaming life or something. But, it's gonna be a good episode of WUPS when the rules get broken. Let me break the rules.
Yes, sir.
All right, so for me, guys, my spotlight game for this week is going to be Nobody Saves the World. So I started it today. I started it this morning. The game is $22 if you have PS Plus, and I think $30 if you don't have.
It's on sale. Yeah,
it's on sale. It's on sale. Yeah. Listen, I'm enjoying it so far. Right, it's pretty unique in terms of like, it's asymmetrical. Asymmetrical. And the story so far from what I'm playing is pretty cool, and I do like the aspect of how you're like a Ditto, right? You're like a Ditto or a shapeshifter, and you're able to kind of take on the roles of like the first role that you get is a mouse or a rat. So you're walking around this dungeon as a rat, putting poison on the enemies and biting them up and stuff, which is pretty cool. And then I just got the guard and the ranger classes as well, so I'm using the guard. I think guard is more of the tank, which I like a lot. And it's situational, right? So based on how the level is, you'll be switching between different classes or roles or jobs or whatever you want to call it to also traverse through the level, but also attack and fight certain enemies. So in the beginning of the game, like you kind of get like some of the enemies that you're fighting are easy to fight if you're using the rat, but then you start fighting like these much bigger enemies where it's like, all right, I need to pull out the knight because this dude, this enemy is hitting me hard, and I need to be able to block and do like piercing attacks and stuff like that, which do more damage.
It's class based.
Yeah, it's class based. There's a lot of different classes.
I need to start that. I need to start that this weekend too, yo.
Yeah, it's really cool, and the PS5 version, it looks very, very beautiful on the OLED. Like I said, I'm really early.
Running with all because I know a lot of crazy stuff going on in that game, like it's populating the screen with like projectiles or whatever.
Yeah.
The game is holding up. It's not like a crazy graphical game, right?
No, it's not. But I will say, playing on the OLED is definitely really crisp, really nice looking. I'm using the PS5 version, and I haven't gotten to any of the super crazy moments that you've seen in the trailer where it's like 50 enemies coming at you at once. In the dungeons that I've been in so far, it's been about maybe 12, maybe 15 enemies. I did post up a clip on Twitter, kind of showing like some quick little combat action of and I'll show y'all real quick. Like this is like a little bit of the combat. So this is like at the end of the dungeon, they threw like a whole bunch of enemies at me. There was more than this, but I killed a lot of them. But when I first got into this room, there was maybe, I want to say like 15 or 16 enemies that just all spawned at once. It was just chasing me down. And yo, this rat is stronger than you think, bro. Like the rat ability, that bite ability is actually really good, because with the rat ability, you also inflict poison on them. And when you get the poison bar high enough, when it's full on the enemy, you use the bite attack. And what the bite attack does is it does like super increased damage. It's like a crit. It's like a automatic crit hit when you get the poison high enough, build up high enough on them. So, the game is fun. Like I do like the aspect of it so far. Like I said, I'm gonna play a little bit more of it today, just to kind of, delve a little bit deeper and, see what's up. But so far, again, I'm like 2 hours into the game. I'm enjoying myself a lot. I actually like the game quite a bit. So that is my spotlight, for the week, guys. Definitely check it out. Like I said, if you got PS Plus, it's $22. If you don't have PS Plus, it's $30. So, there you go. Right. And absolutely. And just like Bari, I'm going to break the rules. Let's go! Because my other spotlight for this week is God of War Ragnorok. The greatest game that is DLC. The greatest DLC to come out, right? We're going to talk about that later. But my other spotlight is God of War Ragnarok. God of War Ragnarok is greatness. God of War Ragnarok is going to be one of the greatest games to release this year. It is going to be an amazing story. I cannot wait to see Kratos and Atreus' story come to completion. We're going to talk about what we're going to talk about later on with that, so stick around for the show. But my second spotlight is definitely God of War Ragnarok. Stick around for that. You're going to want to definitely hear what me and Bari have to say about the whole DLC conversation.
I like the setup. Yo, so, by the way, Arcade, yes, the game is multiplayer, but it's local multiplayer for nobody saves the world.
So definitely stick around for that, right?
Yo, Persona is like he's like a server that plays volleyball. You know what I mean? Like he sets us up. Like he gonna set it up. He gonna put that ball up in the air, and it's up to you to spike that joint and get that point.
Absolutely. So we got through the games in the week and the spotlight. Let's give a couple trophies. I think we do a couple trophies, right? You know, we get them trophies like Naughty Dog. You feel me? All right, so let me get these super chats and then we're gonna get into the news. So No Cap Podcast, appreciate you, Sick Man. Again, happy birthday. He says, I appreciate everyone in the chat as well as the host. My birthday was absolutely amazing. Thanks to my kids and my wife and Walmart. Yeah, I saw you doing some surgery on that PS5, man. You had that whole thing taken apart. I'm like, yo, Sick is on some.
My man bought a whole power supply. I was like, yo, Sick,
man's rebuilt that thing, man. Yeah, he definitely did, man. Shout out to Sick. And then, yo, Viper, man, appreciate you, Viper. Hey, man, y'all show y'all appreciation for Viper. He's the one that does the super chats for the podcast after every episode. The timestamps. Oh my God, he does the timestamps every week. So definitely, give your appreciation to Viper. Shout out to Viper. He says, need a break the rules soundbite. Not sure if it should be fully glass shatter or ice crackling. LOL. We actually got some stuff cooking. Listen, guys, stay tuned, man. We got a lot of great things cooking when it comes to like a lot of the things that make us very soon. We got a lot of things cooking in terms of what, the unique things that we do on the show. I know you guys are going to love it, I promise. So stick around for that. Stay tuned. All right, so let's get into the news, man. So the first news I want to talk about is actually a bit of a serious topic, right, Bari? So there was an article that was floating around this week, right, from PlayStation Lifestyle. And essentially, PlayStation Lifestyle they did an article and they kind of worded it real funny, man. And we know how things are on Twitter where, a lot of people only read the titles, right? And oftentimes titles can be misleading. They can be damaging, right? Like, especially if someone is only reading the title and going off of that. So there was an article that released this week where the God of War, the original title that PlayStation Lifestyle used was God of War Kratos actor arrested for alleged sexual explicit communication with a minor, right? So obviously reading a title like that, with Kratos and God of War, who would you think that is, right? People would assume, oh, okay, what is that, Chris Judge or whatever? No, it is not. It is not Chris Judge. That is not what's going on here. So to go into greater detail, the mocap actor for Kratos, so the body of Kratos, right? That actor, his name is Joseph Gott, allegedly was arrested for sexual explicit communication with a minor, and PlayStation Lifestyle did change their article and they did clean it up and they put the update, the clarification. They also clarified in the article, in the title and whatnot of who it is and what's going on. So it's just, and this is why Bari, and we've talked about this a million times, the journalism, right, and the importance of being accurate, right, and the importance of providing the proper information, because things can be misconstrued very quickly and very easily, where this could have turned into something much more messy, where you've got a lot of people coming at the wrong person because of how something was worded when it comes to these articles. But give me your thoughts on this, Bar.
Yeah, this is a very dangerous road that sometimes these publications play, because you are trying to create this title so people can click on the article and read it and all that stuff, but you can also cause defamation with with people. Like, a lot of people clicking on that article is probably thinking it's Chris Judge, or right away, like how you just showed the article with just the title, people are probably screen capping that and just sharing that. Yo, Chris Judge is a pedophile or whatnot, just based off of the title, and that could cause harm to somebody that's not even is pretty much innocent with anything like that. At the end of the day, this was sickening news. When you told me about this, I was like, God damn, what the hell is going on with these people, in gaming and minors, man?
Yeah, it's really disgusting, man.
I did a quick Google search on this Joseph Gat guy. You know what I mean? So pretty much he is the mocap actor or stunt guy for Kratos for God of War, because I'm pretty sure that Chris Judge also does mocap for the game. When it comes to the intense stuff and the super active stuff, I'm pretty sure this Joseph Gat guy is doing it, and he does other games as well.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, when I do a quick Google search, it shows him. He's married. This dude has a wife. He has a beautiful wife. What are you doing hitting up minors? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get this. We live in an ugly world, man.
Yeah, it's disgusting, bro. Like
this world
stuff
is tainted
like
with evil people.
Yeah,
and it's a sad thing, because now you're gonna have this ugly stain on the game, and the game ain't even come out yet. You know what I mean? Where people is gonna be talking about, oh, but look, they can't even get shit right. They got people, sending dick pics to minors. Or whatever he was doing. Obviously, it's probably that's what he's doing, right? You know what I mean? It's just disgusting, man. Like, just reading stuff like that, it's such a shame. You know what I mean? It's not. PlayStation should probably answer to this too. You know what I mean? They probably have to put out a statement about it, because this is a big accusation, or it's not an accusation. He got arrested.
Yeah, but it's still have to say allegedly, because you don't want to do you don't want to assume, right? So it's important to just include allegedly, right, until whatnot. But I do think when it comes to things like this, right, from the things that I've talked about a number of times on not just this channel but on my personal channel, is journalistic integrity, especially when it comes to gaming journalism. The lack of objectivity, integrity, respect for gaming. And see, the thing is, if this was just like a one-off mistake, that's it wouldn't be taken so heavily. The problem is that these things have been happening for years, where there's misinformation or misleading titles and misleading information within the articles, or it's not accurately explained of what the issue truly is. And what happens is, misinformation breeds stupidity. Stupidity is like a plague, especially on social media, and you have people parroting incorrect information, which then could be in turn detrimental to someone's livelihood, to someone's job and things like that. And that's why it's very important, especially when you're dealing with allegations and accusations like this. It is very important that you have 100% of the information accurate, because again, things like this can be not just detrimental to Chris Judge or whatnot, but to the developers of Sony Santa Monica, to PlayStation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can get sued for stuff like this.
Yeah,
that's why you got to be. That's why you got to be on point with how you title and how you word things, because you don't know what kind of stress you bring in towards the actor or the developers. But yeah, at the end of the day, not to avoid it, this dude is sick. Yeah, I don't know if you want to show the picture of Holmes. You know what I mean? Like I said, you can Google this dude, and I guess he's like famous, like he's a known motion cap, quote unquote actor, right?
Yeah.
And my man, he got pictures right away with his wife. His wife is beautiful. Persona, go to that link I showed you, and then scroll down, and you see his wife, and show, like, this dude got a beautiful ass wife. Why are you? I don't know, man. This junk pissing me off, yo. This is a beautiful Saturday morning, and I'm getting pissed. Allegedly,
crazy, man. So that's the world we live in right now, with all this craziness that's going on. But again, it's very important to be accurate when speaking on things like this. You understand?
You're craziness.
Very important. Very important. So
did Chris Judge or anybody respond, or you did just probably quiet about it? I'm pretty sure there's no statement out yet, but
Nah, I don't see no statement or nothing from PlayStation or anybody or from Sony Santa Monica. No, not yet, not yet. So you know that's that. A lot of craziness happening right now.
he's exaggerate on the beautiful.
Hey yo, chill.
You get the point. She ain't no spring chicken. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey yo, chill.
she.
Uh-oh. I hear that knock. That shit was loud, bro. I hear that knock, bro. All right. So, moving on. I gotta ask the question. I gotta ask the question to Bari, and I gotta ask the question to the people in the chat. Oh, before we do that, super chat real quick. Yo, Chuck, man, appreciate you, bro, for the super chat. He says, just because scrubs, LOL. Shout out to Chuck, Trash Can Chuck, biggest scrub on the internet. Shout out to my boy Chuck, man. Good peoples, man. Really good peoples.
Oh, my bad. That was my niece.
I know that knock was loud, bro. I heard that.
Like the police. I didn't hear it. You heard it.
I heard
crazy.
that shit loud.
Headphones in my ear.
So, Bari, let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask the chat a question too. This week, did you have egg on your face? And if you wonder what I'm talking about this whole Kojima situation. That oh boy, I think a lot of people in the community have egg on their face, right? So let's give some backstory. So PlayStation's banner got updated recently from where they removed Pixelopolis, Pixelopolis's game, Concrete Genie. Opus, my fault.
Yo, see, this is what happens when you hang out with me. You making it difficult.
They removed Concrete Genie from their list. they removed Concrete Genie and they added Death Stranding, right? So you had a lot of people this week. Oh shit, Kojima, he joined PlayStation. He did move studios. Kojima's going PlayStation, right? And so a lot of people were running with this. Oh, any day now, the announcements, any day, right? And then adding fuel to the fire was Kojima then posted this, and this sent the rumor in a frenzy. Like, oh shit, it's happening. PlayStation's about to announce it. Kojima confirmed. And then Kojima had to hit them with the quote trick real quick. It said, I'm sorry for the misunderstanding, but Kojima Productions has been and will continue to be an independent studio, which had everyone feeling like, oh man, like, then why post that? Which, I'm gonna give my thoughts in a second with that, but I want to get your thoughts on this first, Bart. Like, were you also on that hype train of thinking that Kojima Productions was getting acquired this week? And then after seeing that Kojima post that tweet that he posted with the banner and the PlayStation Studios logo and everything, see, now hear me out. This is one where I'm not faulting the community, right? I'm not going to get at the community, because I'm going to be honest. Everything, the stars aligned, where it's like, all right, then he posted it, right? It changed, then he posted it. The stars aligned where I'm like, all right, this is about to happen. But what's your thoughts? Were you on that hype train?
Listen, man, I'm not going to fault the PlayStation Nation. There's no egg on the PlayStation Nation face. The only egg is on that Robert Scenero dude, but we're going to get to him later. So hear me out here. The reason why there's no egg on the PlayStation face, because there's a lot of things that was happening within the news, moving studios and all bunch of stuff about PlayStation, acquiring a big studio, news coming out and all that, right? But we're gonna roll back to that as well. But also, there are many studios that said the same thing Kojima said about remaining independent, but still got bought from PlayStation. I remember Insomniac saying something about independence when the PS4 and the Xbox One was coming out. They was talking about independence and all that stuff, like remaining independent and claiming ownership of their games and all that stuff. Guess what happened a couple of years later? Got bought. Blue Point said the same thing. We're gonna be reigning independent. Couple of months later, got bought. I know I'm forgetting another one that said it as well about independence, and they got bought. It might be Housemarque said something about that, and they got bought as well. You know what I mean? And this is no different in my opinion, because why will PlayStation remove an actual first-party studio and replace it with a game that is not a first-party studio? Well, it is a first-party game. It's a PlayStation-owned IP, but it's not made from a PlayStation actual first-party studio. So why would you remove that unless it is? Oh yeah, Bungie said the same. There you go, David. Thank you. Bungie said the same thing, Persona, and I know you remember it.
Yeah,
you remember when they said it.
I remember. Yeah, I do.
They said the same thing when they got their independence. It was like, yeah, we're free now. Our game is free to play. Couple of years later, got bought by PlayStation. Huh? So, you know, I refuse to believe that PlayStation will remove a first-party game from a first-party studio and put a first-party game from a third-party studio in the banner without them actually being acquired. You know what I mean? That's my whole take on it. I don't really believe it until, you know, we'll wait a couple of months and see what happens. But I do think they probably did get acquired or something, in my personal opinion. Also, yeah, go ahead. My bad.
No. Finish your thought.
Nah, you go ahead. You can, because whatever you probably gonna say is probably gonna build up to the other thing about the actual rumors that people been saying. Oh, yo, my bad. The Robert Snero dude. That's the dude that deserved the egg in his face, because he was the one.
Yeah.
That was like, oh, it's not Kojima that they are purchasing. It's not Kojima, right? He was going with that. It's not Kojima, guys. They're gonna remain independent. He said that first, and then when he saw the rumors of it, he tried to attach himself to the rumors. Like,
I seen that too. I seen that. Hey, I seen that too. That's why I keep telling people, stop listening to that dude, man, because he don't know shit about what's going on in the industry, man. He know when we know. That's what happens. And what happens is when it happens, it's like, see, guys? See? I told you. I told you.
General cryptic stuff. It's very
Real
vague
fact.
that the stuff that he mentions. And it's like, yeah, see, I told you. But nah, like, you had it first. He had it correct first. But then he went away with it because he got caught up in the hype and the glamour. Oh, I want to give. Oh, yo, guys, look, I'm calling that Kojima got bought. Look at all the stuff that's coming out, and boom, got wrong right there. But I do think that they were acquired from PlayStation. That's my overall thoughts.
Here's my thing though, right? And listen, man, I have a lot of respect for Kojima and what he has done for the industry. Legendary, right? This man is a legend, right? But this tweet, like the tweet of him posting the PlayStation Studios, like this original tweet, bro, like I know Kojima likes to troll and all that shit sometimes, but shit like this, like why would you post this without saying, oh,
Yeah,
like
I'm
something
trying
like,
to
oh,
understand what's
hey,
the misunderstanding.
yeah, like there is no fucking like I'm sorry, let me pull back. I'm going. I'm thinking this is my personal show. There is no like in my opinion, there is no misunderstanding because you posted this with no caption or anything. You didn't say anything about, oh, you know, wow, it's cool to see my game be with the other first party studios, or it's cool to see an independent studio be up there with the other whatever. Like but you just post this with nothing. And I'm like, that's that level of trolling shit that I'm just like, bro, man, like stop playing with me, man. Like shit like that. I'm just like, come on, man. Like anybody with common sense would have thought, yo, he's joining PlayStation. In my opinion, there is no misunderstanding because this was what was understood because of the actions. You feel me? You post this with no words, no nothing. What is someone supposed to think? I would have thought the same thing.
On our Persona, you know what he did to us? Kojima out here catfishing, bro.
Nah,
Yeah, hey, catfish.
hey man, cut that out, bro. Ain't no catfish, man. No catfish.
Yeah, out here catfishing. No different than that dude was pretending to be a girl and posted a picture and posted a video. Was like, hey guys, you know what I mean? And then we're like, oh, how did you get tricked? How did you guys get tricked? If you guys were smart enough, you'll understand that I was catfishing. No,
why you catfish? I mean? You can't be a catfish. Can't catfish gamers, man. Like, no, that's not right. You can't be doing that catfish shit. You understand? Nah, man. So this original tweet, I'm like, yo, stop it, bruh. Stop it, man. Because you either you trolling or you spoke too soon and this is happening. One of the two things, bro. It's without a shadow of doubt in my mind that I believe this. You just spoke too soon. Like, cause I don't believe it, man. I'm sorry, bro. And listen, I know, Persona, you just, the conspiracy theory shit.
You hit it on the nail.
I don't believe it. I don't believe this whole, it's a misunderstanding. Fuck that. I don't believe it.
You hit the nail on the coffin right there. Cause look at all the acquisitions that PlayStation have done. Right? We got 2 leaks. The first one before the Blue Point. Who they purchased before Blue Point that got leaked? Remember that the 2 leaks that they had in there?
Blue Point wasn't
Blue Point in another studio.
Oh, Housemark. You know I mean? Housemark. It was Housemark.
Housemark. Yeah, Housemark. And everybody was like, no, it's just a leak. It's just a leak. What happened? Boom, it came true. You know what I mean? The other one, the Nixes that leaked out, the whole the picture, PlayStation family or X and all that stuff got leaked. This is what's happening, yo. He just spoke too soon. He put out this tweet too soon. Now he's trying to backtrack. Or PlayStation probably like, yo, don't mention that. Don't mention that shit. We got a smorgasbord of news coming about these acquisitions, because according to a lot of people, this is not only, or it's not about Kojima. It's a much bigger acquisition. So.
Oh yeah, I was actually just about to bring that up as well. But go ahead. Since you brought it up, kind of set it up for us. Set it up.
Yeah, so shout out to Jeff Grubb, man. He was a guest on the podcast as well, on WUPS, so shout out to him coming on WUPS. And, there's a clip of him going on his podcast, Jeff Grubb podcast, where he's saying that it's this big acquisition that everybody was rumoring about, like Greg Miller, himself, and I guess the other notable guys. They're saying that from what they heard, it wasn't Kojima, it was somebody much bigger than Kojima Productions. So, you know what I mean? So that news is still circling around, because like I said, one thing I know about Greg Miller, he's not a fraud when it comes to like rumor mill, because he don't put out rumors like that. So if he heard something like that, I'm pretty sure, I believe on what he's saying, that he heard something. I don't know if it's going to come true, but I'm pretty sure somebody told him something, right? And, everybody else is backing up as far as I heard it was much bigger. But it's not Kojima, but it's somebody much bigger. And I think they reference into like a Japanese like developer or whatnot. So
yeah, and then I know Grubb, he put out like this timeline of like stuff like the WoW reveal. It's supposed to be next week. Saints Row 420 Blaze It next week. PAX East, MetaQuest, the game showcase, May the 4th be with you. Star Wars Celebration with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Oh yeah,
we definitely getting Star Wars news May 4th for sure.
Absolutely. And then spring, which is Final Fantasy 16, which, bro, like we almost at the end of April. When is that shit happen? Like, when are they really gonna drag that out?
I mean, we got 2 more months of spring.
Man, I mean, come on, man. They dragging that shit out, man. Like, come on, give me the damn information. Like, I'm tired of waiting. And then obviously Summer Game Fest and all this other stuff that's happening. So, it'd be interesting to see what that acquisition is, because to say that is bigger, well, because
what the hell does that mean? E3 Corpse?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
I think that's something Jeff Grubb does or something like that.
Yeah, he does this every year.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But I mean, when it comes to whatever that acquisition could be, I hope it's good. I hope it makes sense. I mean, I think it will, because PlayStation.
Yeah, it better be big. But it better be everybody. You know what I mean, making a scene.
Yeah, it definitely better be big. Pause.
Yeah. The WoW reveal could be a new World of Warcraft or something. For sure.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. WoW is World of Warcraft, so I think that's what it is.
Okay. Sure.
The big acquisition, who knows, man? We'll see.
Yeah,
I'm tired of
this
guessing.
Was 2 weeks ago, I would have been more hyped to talk about it. But right now, I'm just like, all these dudes have been wrong as far as when it was going to be announced. So I'm just like, if it happens, it happens. You know what I mean? I think PlayStation is good right now, but if it happens, it happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right.
But Persona,
yo,
if it does happen,
hey man, if it happens, you best believe I'm firing. I might even fire up a space and a podcast.
Hey, yo, he sounding mad calm right now, but I know the vibes when that news comes.
Absolutely. I might fire up a space and a podcast. You feel me?
Hey, yo, what's the first thing we gonna say when that news come?
What,
Let's see if you're good.
For the Kojima acquisition?
No, like if that big acquisition happens with a Japanese developer or whatnot, what's the first thing we gonna text each other?
Oh, we're gonna be like, PlayStation, listen to PlayStation, listen to WUPS.
No, the first two things we gonna say at the same time. You know it too. You know it, Persona.
I can't place it right now. Tell me.
It's over.
Oh, it's over. Yo, facts. It's over. Hey, yo, that's a fact.
Every big news, yo. If you ever scroll through our like our messages or history, yo, we always say, yo, it's over.
It's over. Hey, yo, that's a fact, bro. I'm gonna name the space that too. PlayStation just acquired blah blah blah. It's over. All right, let's move on. All right, let's time to talk about everybody's favorite developer. Okay, you guess who that favorite developer is, Bari? I'll give you a hint. They can release a buggy game, but people won't care. Who am I?
I'm gonna say CD Projekt Red.
Ding, 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 ding. Give that man a trophy. Give that man 2 trophies.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Give that man 2 trophies. 3 trophies. Give him trophies. Absolutely. We talking about everyone's favorite developer. CD Projekt Red. Shout out to CD Projekt Red. So they released their earning results this week. And man, oh man, people are definitely buying their games, right?
Oh, Persona gonna hate.
Absolutely. So the buggy mess that didn't work on last gen consoles and probably still doesn't work as well on next gen consoles, but did kind of sort of work on PC. But people, in terms of reviewers, were saying that the game was a 10 out of 10. Cyberpunk 2077 has sold over 18 million copies as of today, and this was the 14th, so as of Thursday. And then Witcher 3 has sold over 40 million copies to date.
Rightfully so.
Let's start, because there's the other stuff we're going to talk about as well, but I just want to start there, Bari. So seeing those 2 sales figures, are you surprised? What's your thoughts?
I'm not surprised when it comes to The Witcher 3. I think that was a phenomenal game, and word of mouth definitely, had people buying that game, and yeah, rightfully so. I think majority of the people that played The Witcher 3 really enjoyed the game and got into The Witcher because of that game, like myself. So yeah, seeing, sold 40 million. They did put it on a lot of platforms. Heck, it's on the Switch. I'm not surprised by that. Cyberpunk though, I'm a little surprised by that, man. Because that's, once again, it shows to tell you that reviews can go a long way when it comes to these games, because the reviewer and the gamer had 2 different experiences according to how the reviews were and and how the gamers was responding with it. And yeah, like I'm shocked that it actually sold over 18 million, but that could be there's a case in point for it as well, because when the game got re-released, or when the game was in this buggy mess, the price of the game shot down dramatically. Like, I saw this game for like $10 at a point, you know what I mean? So when it came back to PlayStation, it was super cheap as well. So yeah, and it also got the update. People got it for super cheap. So people was definitely curious about CD Projekt Red. This is like a notable developer or publisher. They want to check it out. Oh, they fixed it. They quote unquote fixed the game. Let's let's go in and see what they're working with. But yeah, I'm still shocked that it sold over 18 million. But according to everybody that's been playing Cyberpunk and the fixes of the game, they saying that they did a great job on the fixes. I haven't played it yet or rebooted it up yet. I haven't bought it back yet. But the Witcher stuff, I'm not surprised with that. There's bad news when it comes to the Witcher, but I know you're gonna wait for that. But
where you're shocked at that Cyberpunk, so for Witcher 3, I'm not surprised, right? Even though it was a little glitchy on consoles, it was still a very playable experience. And I played a little bit of it. When the next gen version comes out, which we'll talk about in a second, I'll go back and really try to dive into it and play it. But for Cyberpunk 2077, Bari, I am disgusted. I'm disgusted. I am disgusted at that 18 million copies sold. I'm disgusted. Because when it came to the consoles, in that experience, Ladies and gentlemen, excuse my language. If you got children in the room, cover their ears. 1, 2, 3. It was dog shit. It was a dog shit experience. You understand? Unacceptable. And I am disgusted to see this $18 million number, because I know for a lot of these people within that 18 million, they were duped. They were bamboozled. They were led astray. Jay Bari, they were led astray. They bought this game thinking they were going to be getting a quality experience on their last gen console, and when they booted the game in, they couldn't play. It was buggy.
So, yo, are they still counting the sale if they refund? Because they refunded a lot of people with this game.
I guarantee they're still counting that sale. I guarantee you they're still counting.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I guarantee it. They're not minusing those sales. I'm disgusted. Now, it might be a better experience now, right? I haven't rebought the game, and I PlayStation will have to give that to me. This is one. Hold on. Let me say this, right? I'm all for supporting the developers, 100%. But this is the one time that I will say that this game needs to release on a service for me to play this shit. PlayStation will have to put this game on PS Plus free for a month for me to re-download and play this game. I refuse. Yeah,
they about to click that.
I refuse. I'm disgusted. But nonetheless, right? Nonetheless, they are still fixing it and things like that, so fine. But a lot of people in that 18 million would definitely led astray, and a large majority of that is console players. So because of that, and because of how it launched, because of the issues that the glaring issues and the management issues and things like that, they can't get my congratulations for that.
You just said you think majority of the sales was on console?
No, not majority on the console. Majority sales is on PC. I'm saying within that 18 million, majority of the issues was on console.
Oh, okay, got you.
Disgusting. But shout out to them. So then they also released their production plans for 2022, right? And so let me just run through the list real quick and then give me your thoughts, Bari. So development work on Cyberpunk 2077 expansion, development work on a new Witcher game based on Unreal Engine 5. That should be dope. Can't wait. Further support for Cyberpunk 2077, development work on the next-gen version of The Witcher 3. So real quick with this, Bari, the development for Witcher 3, the next-gen version, has been shifted to a different team with CD Projekt Red. So it's not the main team.
It's like a priority list, like it's in order as far as what's priority going from going down from the list.
No. It's a random order. Yeah.
Okay.
Development work on the Molasses Flood on an unannounced project based on one of the franchises. Launch of a single-player mode for Gwent, the Witcher card game. Further support for Gwent, Witcher card game, and the Witcher Monster Slayer, and conceptual and research work on unannounced projects. So they got a couple projects in the work, and obviously they've confirmed that the next Witcher game, Witcher 4, is going to be developed on Unreal Engine 5. And they also confirmed that the next-gen version of Witcher 3 has been shifted to a smaller development team within the CD Projekt Red umbrella. What's your thoughts, Bari?
Damn, looking at this list, they busier than Platinum Games.
Saying though, bro. And this is an independent studio of like, how many people they got? How many people do?
I think they're a big studio, right? They're a big studio, like over 200 for sure. I'm not. Don't correct
me. But see, my thing is, even if they had 200, 300, or 400, right? Because Insomniac has about like 400 developers, right? But look how efficient Insomniac is, where they're able to create multiple projects like this and put them out in a very high quality state. CD Projekt Red ain't that. You get what I'm saying? So I'm also a bit worried that they have this much stuff cooking in the kitchen at once, right? I just hope that Witcher 4
are always gonna have like that disagreement with CD Projekt Red. Yes, they put out a dud in my opinion with but you know what? I'm agree with you because you're talking about efficiency as far as
I'm talking about efficiency as a whole. I'm not talking. I'm not just I'm not just coming at CD Projekt Red. I'm Cyberpunk. I'm coming at CD Projekt Red as a whole, where I'm saying, based off the recent dud that they did put out and the news that came after it about the management issues and the crunching and all this other crazy stuff that was happening at the studio, I'm not convinced that those issues that put Cyberpunk 2077 in the position that was in, I'm not convinced that those issues have been resolved yet. I'm also not convinced that they are able to handle these many projects at once, because even with the updates for Cyberpunk 2077, they weren't able to meet those initial deadlines. They had to keep pushing that back.
They haven't met
So I'm not.
the deadline with Witcher. They said the Witcher next gen stuff would have came out last year.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I'm saying a lot of this. I'm worried because the track record, even after Cyberpunk 2077 has released, has not been good in terms of meeting deadlines and meeting the expectations that they themselves have set. This wasn't expectations set by the community. This was expectations set by them, and nothing that they have set in terms of a deadline has been met. So that coupled with the Cyberpunk 2077 initial launch, seeing all of the games that they are working on, including Witcher 4, which I hope they really get their act is together and able to do what they do, I'm worried about all of it.
Nah, I think this is a huge lesson that they learned with Cyberpunk. Obviously, they got caught lacking. They got caught slacking or whatever they was going through with the whole crunching and all that bullshit. I think that's their baby. You know what I mean? Like they gonna take care of that. Cyberpunk was a new adventure for them, or not new venture, but it was something that it was working on. But obviously the leadership was not executed properly with that. But I think the Witcher, they know what they got to do when it comes to the Witcher. But yeah, like Sick said, he said they had the game running good on the next gen consoles when it comes to Cyberpunk. Like I don't know, I haven't repurchased the game, so I don't know personally. But I think you make a lot of great points, to be honest with you. I can get the hesitance, being hesitated when it comes to the next projects, because yeah, this reading that list off, that's a lot of stuff that they have on that board. You know what I mean? Like what they said about a molasses joint and further support when it comes to Cyberpunk, and then DLC for Cyberpunk, and then Witcher 4, and then Witcher 3 next gen. That's a lot of that they got going.
That's a lot
for them. But yeah, Cyberpunk, the way how that launched and how they handled that, how they executed that, I can get why people can be wary with their upcoming stuff. But I just personally think when it comes to Witcher, they're gonna take care of that. That's their baby. That's what made them. You know what I mean? All the other stuff, the Gwent, I don't know about the Gwent games. They saying single player mode for Gwent. I don't know about that. I don't think that's gonna be a hard thing to take care of. But they have a new project coming up, conceptual and research work on unannounced projects. So yeah, like I said, I get where you like what you are saying is pretty rational, but I'm gonna fanboy as far as like how I liked Witcher. I think they're gonna take care of Witcher.
Okay.
I think they're gonna take care of Witcher.
We'll see. Because it's on UE5, I do have a little bit more confidence, but again, it's not just the Witcher next gen, the next Witcher game that I'm worried about or basing my thought process also. It's the whole thing. It's the fact that they have they're spreading themselves through all these different projects.
Yeah, how big is CD Projekt? Let's look that up real quick. Yo, I'm looking back at this list, yo. It's a lot of this is more than platinum, bro. This is more than platinum.
All right, let's see. I'm about to look on Wikipedia right now. So CD Projekt Red has wow, okay, so as of 2019, they have 1,111 employees.
That's a big
shit.
Let me fall back.
So let me. Let's.
That's not
let's
big.
Clean
That's
it
massive, bro.
Let's pause. Yeah. Let's clean this up a little bit then. All right. With that 1,100, they still released Cyberpunk 2077 in the state it was in. So. Yeah, this is a big number, and this is a PlayStation podcast where we talk about all things PlayStation. But other games that have released on other consoles have large teams too, and have released games in very poor states.
Bro, not only do they have large teams, but when it comes to revenue and their net income, they are bringing in a lot. CD Projekt Red is I don't want to say they're doing their thing because they released Cyberpunk, but yeah. Selling 18 million and 40 million. No,
that's good. They're definitely doing good. But again, even with this 1,000 employee number, which all right, that kind of eases me out a little bit. But again, looking at the track record,
about the principle. You're about the
yeah,
principle.
It's about the principle. It's about the principle. Looking at the track record, I'm still worried.
I get you.
And they're going to have to prove that they're able to really put themselves back on track. and create a high quality game. You know who they need? They need PlayStation to acquire them. That's what they need.
Yo, that's gonna be a lot to acquire.
Yeah, I think
Bungie was what 2.1 million?
3.6 billion, and that Bungie has about 600 employees.
Yeah,
500.
That's gonna be double of what they.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a lot.
You probably looking like 6 or like a 5 billion to acquire that.
Yeah, even more. I would even say like 8 or something like that. But let me get these super chats real quick. Hey, yo, shout out to Viper, man. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says, I don't think the refunds are counted in that number. Nah, they're not. Absolutely not. And then Slow Mo backslap. Appreciate you, Slow Mo.
Slow Mo.
He says, sup, fellas. I'd rather spend my $10 on this super chat than buy a physical copy of Cyberpunk 2077 on consoles. Great show, guys. This podcast is great for gamers. Shout out to you.
This is great for gamers.
Shout out to Slow Mo. Appreciate you, bro. All right, man.
My man said, yo, I ain't buying that dog shit on no console. Yo, take
Absolutely
this
not. All right, man. Let's move on to the next thing, man. So real quick, some policy news for PlayStation. So PlayStation is updating their subscription policy to where now they are implementing new measures for PS Plus subscribers, which includes contacting long-term customers that haven't used the service for a while to remind them how to cancel subscriptions. If users do not cancel the service but aren't actively using it, Sony will stop taking payments. So prior to this policy being implemented, so say God forbid, you subscribe to PS Plus or something like that, and then God forbid, you pass away and you have renewal on, it would, unless you cancel your cards or whatever, it would just keep taking until there's no money left in your account or whatever, right? Now what'll happen is, if you're someone that is subscribed, have renewal on, and you haven't been on the service for a period of time, PlayStation will reach out. If you don't stop it and you still aren't active, they'll stop it for you. Now that's what's gonna happen. What's your thoughts, Bart?
Yo, this is actually great news because a lot of these companies they use these type of tactics because when it comes to these services, they want people like that will forget that they subscribe to this joint and they getting these monthly charges, and it's so small, it's so minuscule as far as showing up on your bank statement that you're not even like worrying about it or whatnot. But it does add up yearly and all that stuff. They prey on stuff like that. So the fact that they actually changing that up is kind of shocking to me because companies, like I said, they look for these opportunities because this happened to me when it came to Stadia. Like I caught it off obviously because I was paying attention, but for like 4 months, I forgot that I even subscribed to like Stadia and I was getting charged. And I was like, I said, wait, I'm subscribed to Stadia? And I had to cancel that joint, you know what I mean? Like,
where that happened for me? That happened with me with what's the service? I have like this Photoshop app on my phone that I use, and they kept charging me for that. I'm just like, no, hell no. They kept charging me for that. It was a couple of things I was getting charged for. I'm like, nah, let's.
Yeah, like Viz Media, Viz Media, like anime and manga and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like I subscribe to Viz Media, but it's $1.99. There's times where I forgot I even subscribed to Viz Media.
And they get $2 from you.
There's times where I haven't read like a manga in like months, but I'm still getting charged that $1.99.
Yeah. But I think this is a good thing. I think if this can sweep across the board, like Netflix, Hulu, and stuff like that, I think that'll be a really good thing because I'm sure people forget when it comes to
when they implement this and they see how much money that they can lose. Cause there's a lot of people like this, bruh, that they don't watch their finances and it happens. You know what I mean? People forget they on Netflix getting charged every month or Hulu or whatnot. Yep. It happens with PS Plus, Xbox, Nintendo.
Well, now it's across the big three. So now Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox are going to be following this policy. This is a new policy.
This is great news.
Yeah, I agree.
For us, it's great news.
Absolutely. For us. All right, moving on. So PlayStation has invested another $1 billion into Epic, and the reason for this is the reason for the investment is this investment will accelerate the work that Epic is doing to build the metaverse and create spaces where players can have fun with friends, brands can build creative and immersive experiences, and creators can build a community and thrive. Bari, what's your thoughts on this $1 billion that PlayStation just throwing around willy-nilly to Epic, man? Do you think this was the right move? How you feeling about this?
Well, they've been investing in Epic for a minute now. First, it was what, the 250 million. Then they
Yep.
did another like 200 and something million,
Yep.
and then now they doing like a billion. So there's something in Epic that PlayStation sees and wants, so they can put their foot in that toe that Epic is, whatever money that Epic is making or whatever they're doing in the future. But yeah, what they were saying about to create a metaverse.
Yeah, so the purpose of the investment is it will help accelerate the work to build the metaverse, to create spaces where players can have fun with friends, brands can build creative and immersive experiences, and creators can build a community and thrive.
Jesus, yo, that sounds like
PlayStation Home.
that sounds like Ready Player One.
Hey, oh, facts.
What they trying to create? What was it called? At Ready Player One, the Oasis.
Was it?
You know
You
what I
talking about
mean?
the main hub area? Yeah, I know you're talking about. I forgot if that was called the
I
Oasis.
think everybody they join into the Oasis and they go to the other worlds and all that stuff. That's what they trying to create out here, man. We about to get a Ready Player One future in a couple of years. Man.
Imagine
10
it
years.
in VR. You know?
Yeah, we're gonna see that, man. But I don't know about I can see the potential in that, but it's also scary too. You know what I mean? I'm always gonna be very wary when it comes to stuff like that, because I know with Facebook, like I cancel everything with Facebook. You know what I mean? Outside of messages. But yeah, this news persona though, I don't know if you want to mention it, but this did bring up a lot of flaring topics.
It's gonna be in the top. It's gonna be in the discussion. We'll bring this back up.
We'll swing back around.
Yeah,
but nah, I mean, like I said, PlayStation, they see something in Epic that is of value to them, and they're continuing to invest in Epic. You know what I mean? Epic got a great engine. They got a game that is creating so much money for them.
Yep.
Fortnite.
You want to bring it up now? I mean, we can if you want to talk about it now. If you want to wait.
No, we'll wait for it. We'll wait for. I see the topic. We'll wait for the topic.
Yeah, I mean, it's $1 billion. PlayStation. I agree. PlayStation has been investing in Epic for a minute now. I think 3 years now. Kind of like how they did with Kodokawa, where they got a minority stake. So they clearly see something we don't see with this whole metaverse thing. So whatever the vision is, I just can't wait to see what that is. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we'll see. All right. Real quick. So Pedro Pascal. I don't even know if I want to talk about this.
Oh my God, yo.
I don't even know if I want to talk about this. So
yo, you notice I purposely didn't even retweet or tweet about it because this just pissed me off, man.
So Pedro Pascal, he says Pedro Pascal created a healthy distance from the Last of Us game to prepare for the TV series. Real quick, shout out to the people in my mentions trying to tell me I didn't read the article and all this other bullshit. Listen. Anyway, so essentially what he said was he wasn't very good at the game. So what he did was he watched for as long as he watched. I think it was his son play, and so this is his quote. He says, "I watched for as long as I was able to for that day, and then I had to leave for Florida. I found Joel so impressive. I found the whole of it's such a visually impressive experience, and then I got worried that I wouldn't want to imitate too much, which I think could be right in some circumstances and then a mistake in others. So I just created a healthy distance and for that to be more of the hands of Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann." So essentially what he's saying is that he didn't really want to soak in too much of Joel and how he was in the game because he wanted to he didn't want to be too much like Joel in the show and it wasn't good, but he also wanted to give Neil Druckmann and Craig, which they are the directors and whatnot, and Neil Druckmann obviously is kind of giving advice and whatnot through this. He wanted to give them the ability to move and create the show how they saw fit, and he didn't feel like he wanted to be doing too much, and they felt it was too much or whatever the case may be. So hearing what he says and looking at it, Bari, what's your thoughts, man?
So, yo, to be honest with you, this stuff pissed me off because I'm always that guy that when it comes to especially like comic books and when they having these adaptations of movies and shows, you have an origin point that you can reference, the work from, and a lot of people don't go and use it. So when I see news like this or statements like this, especially from the actor from a game franchise that that we love, it's annoying because this reminds me of that student that don't do the homework but come into the classroom and be like, yo, can I see your homework? You know what I mean? Don't want to do no work. That's pretty much what you're doing. Yeah, I trust Neil Druckmann. I trust what's the dude, Craig Baker. Neil Druckmann is the actual creator, right? He helped create, or he's part of the creation process of The Last of Us. He's one of the best people to know, or probably the best person to know how you can, act and play the role of Joel, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, as an actor, as a student, you're still required to do your homework. Part of doing your homework when it comes to doing this TV show is understanding the origins of where the TV show is coming from, the video game. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's frustrating that you have these positions, these actors get these positions, but don't want to reference source material. Like, brother, like, it's frustrating. It goes back to other fandoms, like I said, with comics. You already know how I am with comics, bro.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, I hate when these dudes create these movies and these TV shows and don't reference certain parts of the actual source material. Like, yeah, you can have your own little variation of it and whatnot, but at least take from the source material.
Yeah.
It seems like this, I don't want to be that negative Nancy dude, but when I saw this article, that's why I didn't tweet about it. I didn't say nothing about it. My mindset just went into pure negativity. I think this show's gonna be ass. I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry. I don't want to be that guy. I love The Last of Us, bro. Like, it's frustrating, bro. It pisses me off, man.
I get it. I think it's one of those things where, because Neil Druckmann is a part of this and giving input and things like that. So, I do think that the show is in capable hands. I've only seen Pedro I like Pedro Pascal as Mandalorian. I thought he was great in that. And then in Game of Thrones, his short time with that, I thought he was pretty cool. I never really watched too many other things like outside of that, right? I know he's in this new movie with Nicolas Cage. But the thing is with actors, actors say all the time how they want to become the character and all this. Like, and this is why I say, like, a lot of people in this community, it's crazy, like, how they make, it's always quick to make excuses when it's trying to be a contrarian. You get what I'm saying? Because, we see all the time how actors say that they read, like, Henry Cavill with Superman, he read the comics and all this, and they read source material and all this other stuff, and they wanted to become the character and all this other shit. I mean, actors do that. You get me what I'm saying? They go through source material and whatnot. That's what it is. Now, obviously, we haven't seen the show, so none of us can judge how great the show is. But based off what's being heard so far, I'm just like, all right, you not want to see all of it because you don't want to be too much like Joel. I'm already not feeling the people they chose, for Ellie. I think that's a terrible pick.
We are judging the show. The casting is ass.
Yeah, the casting I'm not feeling at all, except for Teresa. I think she's the right fit.
Yeah, the original voice actors is in there. Those are cool.
I think those are great fits.
Tommy, ass. Joel, ass. Ellie, she's a great actor, but ass. These people don't fit these roles. And to answer Corey, that's why I brought up the whole student that doesn't do the homework, but go and request people. Oh, can I see your homework? Can I look at your homework? That you're not putting in the work, regardless if Neil Druckmann is the director or not. Yeah, like, he can guide you with certain things, or he can be that student that you're stealing the homework from. But you're still gonna have to put in. If you want the craft to really sell to the fans, you're gonna have to put in that work. You're gonna have to reference certain things from the game. You're gonna have to have movement. Like, I'm looking for movement. I'm looking for swagger. I'm looking for body language that's like reminiscent to the game, because that is the source material. I don't give a fuck with nobody. Not to bring up Halo, right? Halo. Nobody's really feeling that because it's not really referencing or sourcing from the game, as far as like how the character Master Chief and his persona is. We're seeing this man butt ass naked and taking off his mask and his helmet. We're seeing Master Chief say all these goddamn words. We don't see that from the game.
Yeah, that's true.
It's off. Like that we're not there's a disconnect there where we can't visualize or feel what these actors are doing, because I'm pretty sure the Pablo dude, just like my man what's his name? The Mandalorian guy, I forgot his name, Pascal, Pedro Pascal. They're not referencing or playing the goddamn game. Sorry,
no, I get it, man, because and it's not like Last of Us started as books or something like that. Like, the start is the game. That is your source material. That is your reference. So, I mean, we'll see, right? I don't know, man. We'll see.
I'm going to definitely watch the Last of Us.
I'm gonna watch. Absolutely, I'm gonna watch it.
Last of Us way too much to be like, I ain't gonna watch the show. But I'm going in there with a little bit of worry, man. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm going in there like on some straight movie critic shit, straight up, because this is a series that I hold very close and near and dear to me. So this is definitely a series I'm really going to judge, like very, very, like I'm looking at everything and I'm just like, oh, that's not right. Oh, that's not. No, I'm straight up, man. And if people don't like that, I get it, but that's what's happening.
Persona will tell you personally. That's just how I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if it's a show I love, or like a comic book or whatever, a movie based off of some type of, reference point in the origin, comic books or a book or whatever, it'll tell you. You know what I mean? I complain about the smallest of minute details that people probably won't even recognize. You let you know. We have mad debates and shit. You tell you. That's just how I am. Yeah. I don't like these actors coming up in here talking about, I don't have to play the video game. About the show that this is what the show is referring to. You know what I mean? Like, who does that?
But yeah, let's move on, man, because I feel myself getting pissed off thinking about it.
It's crazy. It's crazy. When I clicked on the article and read the comments, I had a vein on my head. Like, what? Who does that, man?
All right, so. I think this is gonna be a meaty topic that we go spend like 20 minutes on this topic, bro. On this news. All right, so there were some articles floating around this week, right? Not yet. That's next. This is
shit.
Not yet. Bari, you in my head, because when my setup for that news was gonna be me doing the music, well, me singing the song. So the setup is gonna be right. So Lorne Lanning, right, which is the creator, Oddworld creator, said the launching on PS Plus for Oddworld was devastating. Yeah, it was devastating for Soulstorm sales, right? So let's break this down real quick. You feel me? Let's break this down. Shout out to GamingIndustry.biz, man. I do think GamingIndustry.biz is like one of the best sites. So essentially, people were running with this article, and you know how people are. They're like, oh well, PlayStation Plus is the reason why our game failed and all this bullshit. You know how people try to set shit up. But if you actually read the article and talks about what he says, I just want to read a couple quotes, Barty, and then I want us to have a conversation. So he says, we were hitting a number of legacy technical debt issues and talent issues, and the game industry is emerging fast. Huge companies are paying fortunes. The most we could sell is less than the money we're getting. We might sell 50,000 at launch, maybe 100,000 units. It was pretty small numbers because there wasn't going to be a lot of PS5s. Soulstorm was initially slated to launch in January 2021, but ended up moving back to April. The delay meant that Soulstorm quickly became the most downloaded game in PS5. And so this quote here, which I think this speaks volumes. So he says, because Soulstorm slipped to April, we had the highest downloaded game on PS5, and it was, I think, approaching close to 4 million units or something like that for free because they were all subscriptions. So for us, it was devastating. So essentially, the sales number that they were expected to sell, they didn't meet that quota, but they did meet. Their game was downloaded over 4 million times, and I think this is the gross disparity between the two, where you have a game like a company like Soulstorm, who thinks that their game can only sell 100,000 units in terms of somebody buying the game, but then exceeding 4 million units downloaded for free, and obviously not receiving, and they all were subscriptions. So they really didn't see any type of money outside of whatever was the upfront money paid to, that PlayStation Play, whatever, to get the game into PS Plus, which again was devastating for them, because that means the sale of the game was just almost non-existent because of this, right? Bari, I want to start with you, man, because we've had this conversation a million times for years now, about day and date and subscription services, and people wanting this to be the way that all content is consumed and things like that. And you keep seeing examples of how this just does not work on a larger scale. But I want you to talk to me about this and give me your thoughts on how you feel about this.
I mean, listen, how many times we got to repeat ourselves, Persona?
I know.
We see so much examples of the developers saying these things when it comes to these games within these services, but yet everybody's just turning a blind eye to it. You know what I mean? Like, this is what gaming is going to be. This is what we want for gaming. This is great for gamers, right? They were forecasting 50 to 100K units sold if the game was to launch, whatever, right? In January or whatnot. And that would have been deemed successful with them. But due to the fact that it launched in PlayStation Plus, obviously brought a lot of attention and eyes to the game. So, when it comes to the metrics of the game, yeah, more people are downloading, probably more people are probably playing it. But when it comes to money, that 4 million of people download didn't translate to actual money that they are, recurring. You know what I mean? Because the game is locked into the service, you probably got this price point that PlayStation probably gave you up front, like, yo, want to put this game in a service, you know what I mean, to help promote PlayStation Plus, help promote your game. Here's whatever millions of dollars up front. They were like, oh shit, upfront cost, this is great. They wasn't thinking about the long term. You know what I mean? I don't want to excuse, like services like PlayStation Plus or, any other services on other platform, because they do have a place within gaming. You know what I mean? But when we talk about the day and date, like you said, it could be detrimental, just like this developer is saying, because yeah, you got a certain amount of money, but which one would you rather want, right? Selling the 4 million, you know what I mean? And for what a price point is, what Oddworld came out as like $50. 40. After it came out of Plus, I think it was like 30. It might be 30. It might be 30.
It was 30 or 40.
You know what I mean?
30 or 40.
Having a game sell 4 million and having that money.
Well, I don't think they would have. Well, I don't think they would have sold 4 million. But I think
they wouldn't have sold 4 million. But they are saying here that they were forecasting the 50 to 100K. That would have been deemed successful for them if the game was just to be selling outright.
Yeah.
That 4 million download didn't do nothing for them as far as when the potential of money that they could make on the long term. Because yeah, who wouldn't want they game to sell 4 million? Yeah, 4 million downloads. You got that, which is great for the game. They got attention to the game, but you're not really getting any, recurring money, or what's it called? Not recurring money, but residual money from that. You got an upfront cost, but anything after that is nothing really coming in. You know what I mean? And this is what we're talking about when we say about launching games day and date could be detrimental to what PlayStation is doing. When it comes, like, Oddworld is not like a $100 million budget game or whatnot, or $200 million budget game. These are the games that PlayStation is putting out that people want their games to go into PlayStation Plus. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, PlayStation Plus might be more beneficial for them because that's their actual own service, but it still is not going to add up if you don't have the subscribers sufficient enough to know the cost of the actual game. But yeah, this there's nothing really for us to elaborate on, because this is stuff that we've been talking about for years.
Yeah.
And how many developers has came out from Days Gone, developers saying, yo, the best way to support. You remember I asked that question? What's the most optimal way to support a developer? Everybody was running around. Well, I already supported the game because I'm subscribed to the service.
Yep.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You are supporting the platform or the actual server. You're not supporting the developer itself.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where, it's just constantly being said. There's examples out there, right? And obviously, everyone's not going to come forward right away, but just more proof of why day and date across the board will never work, in my opinion. I don't really have much more to say because I've talked until I was blue in the face about this. If you don't get it by now, then realistically, you don't care about gaming. That's where I'm at with it at this point. But I hope whatever next project they do, I hope it finds a good home and is able to do what they do, and I wish them the best of luck. All right, so Bari, when you walk away, finish it, Bari, finish it.
Oh baby, oh, simple and clean as the way that you make me feel tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
I don't
sir.
get copyright. Don't get no copyright.
Yes, sir. No, we're not gonna play the music. Yeah. Oh, we can't play the trailer either.
Oh, you can play the trailer.
Oh,
I just didn't want to get a copyright from the actual song, Simple and Clean.
No.
I'm scared for something.
Yeah, no, I get it. Trust me. Guys, ooh wee. I'm very surprised. I'm hyped, man. So, Kingdom Hearts 4 has been confirmed. It has been announced. And it's a lot going on here, man. This trailer looks really dope. And we got a little snippet of gameplay. Man.
What?
I wish everybody would do this, right? How great would that be? So Bari, man, starting off with you, man. We're looking at Kingdom Hearts, man. I got the trailer playing in the background. Give me your thoughts, man. How hype are you about this, man? On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you?
Oh man, I'm beyond 20, 30, 50 out of 10. You know what I mean? Because so this trailer came from Kingdom Hearts, 20th anniversary. Kingdom Hearts has been out for 20 years, which is a great feat in itself. And going into this celebration of the 20th anniversary, I was still not expecting like an actual trailer of Kingdom. I know we probably played around and said it may, what if they show Kingdom Hearts 4 or something? We was all joking like, nah, they would never do that. They would never do that, right? But we were saying like, I hope we can get like a little information as far as like maybe have Kingdom Hearts 3, PlayStation 5 version. I remember we mentioned something like that.
Yep.
But Square was like, nope. we're gonna announce Kingdom Hearts 4. Kingdom Hearts 4 is pretty much picking up right after Kingdom Hearts 3, where Sora, if you got the secret ending, he's left in this world called Quadratum, which is pretty much I associate to like Marvel's like multi universe. Like there's there's multiple universes within Kingdom Hearts. There's other like worlds and stuff like that, but within the other worlds, they're within a universe. This is like a different universe that has other worlds, if that make any sense. But nah, man, we see Sora waking up in Quadratum, and just the announcement in itself was shocking in my opinion. You know what I mean? And the fact that it wasn't just like Kingdom Hearts 4 in development. It was like, we seen characters that is playing within the storyline as far as where they're trying to go when it comes to the Master of Masters and the foretellers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then we see actual freaking gameplay of Sora pretty much summoning the Keyblade here in this world, and I'm just like, this is freaking insane because the gameplay in itself is like a mix of like 3 and 2, and it's just looking really good. You know what I mean? Overall. Yeah. So I'm just like, yo, when is this junk gonna come out? Because other than probably the first Kingdom Hearts, you know, Kingdom Hearts 3 was definitely like, I want to say like can I say development hell? I don't want to say development hell, but the development took a long time. So nobody's really expecting like gameplay to be shown with Kingdom Hearts 4, but the fact that it's actually being shown, that plays with people's minds, because like, yo, when is this game gonna come out? We're not gonna wait another 6 years like we did. You know, I'm pretty sure we waited longer than that with Kingdom Hearts 3. You know what I mean? I'm saying 6 to 3. I don't know.
Nice. I feel like 2024. I think is like probably like holiday 2024 or something like that. I can see this coming out. I don't see this being something that's going to be drawn out too long. Just because they also said that this is going to be, they were starting this on Unreal Engine 4, but they're porting it over to UE5. So we already know. We already know that's going to be really easy to do, based off what Tim Sweeney and Epic has said about UE5 and assets being transferred over and whatnot. So I think they're pretty. I think they're pretty far along with this game. Personally speaking, I think they're pretty far along. I don't think it's going to be like Kingdom Hearts 3 where we waited 7 years for this game. I think we're good.
Kingdom Hearts 3, you waited a long ass time for Kingdom Hearts 3. They was going through some stuff as far as engines and all that with Kingdom Hearts 3, and Nomura wanting to request a lot of you remember, listen, I be on point with a lot of shit I say. I know I got a lisp and I be crazy and I be loud and all that stuff, but when I be saying shit, it always comes to light. Because I remember when I did the breakdown saying like, Kingdom Hearts, and the reason why 3 ended a certain way and why it took so long, because Nomura was requesting a lot of things that people wanted as fans, as characters to come back. And then 3 days later, we had shout out to Audrey. She was like, in a recent interview, Nomura said that, the reason why certain characters came back because a lot of fans requested these characters to come back, and he wanted to please the fans. Just when your boy said it that Sunday.
Yep. I think going into Kingdom Hearts 4, Nomura definitely has an understanding of what the fans want, how the game needs to move, and should be able to please everybody. So I think development is actually moving along pretty smoothly.
Because look what they're showing already. Yeah. You know what I mean? They showing actual cutscene. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the beginning of the game. And this is amazing. That's just seeing the news. And the actual trailer in itself, man, it just made me happy as hell, man. It just made me happy because Kingdom Hearts 3 was actually my game of the year in 2019. And I know a lot of people didn't really like Kingdom Hearts 3. How they say it.
I thought it was great.
Well, I thought it was great. It's actually everything I actually wanted. When it came to the ending and people coming back, because they were definitely setting up to close Xehanort's arc and open up this new arc with the Masters and how he's really the manipulator and how he's really controlling the new chess pieces and all that stuff. With Master Ekris, you know what I mean? He saw everything coming. He set everybody up. But that's another theory that I'm going to be doing later.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm excited. I know you're excited too, man.
I wanted you to go first because I know like you definitely was gonna set it up real well, right? I'm really excited for this, man. When I seen this, I couldn't believe that it was actually happening. I thought it was like a troll or something like that. But then when they confirmed this to be real, I was like, yo, what? I was excited, man. I was really hyped, and I'm just like, yo, man, I can't wait because I want to definitely continue into that story. I didn't play Remind. I'm gonna go back and play that actually, just so that I'm all caught up.
Remind is just like breaking down, things that happen with 3 and some stuff, and then you just refighting a lot of boss fights. You get to refight, a lot of the boss.
Yeah,
it's a great DLC, but if you play, you beat 3 already, so you know what's going on story wise.
Yeah, and I already got the secret ending and all that. So, I just can't wait to see Kyrie and everybody and. Some of the worlds that speculated was like Star Wars, like when we saw that little woodsy area that was supposed to be Forest Moon Endor. then like what was the other one? And then towards the end when you see Goofy and Donald, supposedly they're in Hades.
Yeah, they're back in their type of world, because a lot
Yeah,
of people saying,
Hades.
yo, why Sora looks so realistic? People got to remember that in Kingdom Hearts, each time Sora goes to a world, he takes on how that world is perceived or how that world is looked. Like, you go to Lion King, he turns into what? A lion. You know what I mean? He goes into what's the under the sea world? Atlantis.
Under the
He's a mermaid. You know what I mean? So this world,
sea.
Quadratum, is supposed to have like this real world aesthetic or aspect to it, because it's like the it's like the underworld where people pass on go, and it has this realistic look. So that's why you see him like in the regular clothes. He doesn't have the big shoes and all that stuff, because he's taking on how that world looks.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of greatness, man. I'm really excited, man. I can't wait to see more. I'm really excited. Like really excited, man. This has me like through the roof, man. Collector's editions, special edition plates, whatever they got coming out, I'm buying.
Oh yeah.
The new Kai arts that they're gonna have, I'm buying. All that shit's getting bought, man. Straight up, like they about to get a lot of money from me with this game. Straight up, I'm not even gonna cap. So I'm excited. Can't wait. I would.
The big thing about that reveal trailer, yeah, I know they focus on Sora and showing that, yeah, actually he can wield the Keyblade here and all that stuff, because that's a kind of surprise as well. But we also know that Riku is in there too. You know, Riku's in the other part of Quadratum, so they just didn't show that. But you're not going to reveal everything.
Not for a reveal trailer. Let me ask you a question, Bari. Did this Kingdom Hearts trailer, did this look like DLC? All right. I'm just asking. I was curious.
Absolutely not.
No, it didn't, right? Chat, did this Kingdom Hearts trailer look like DLC? Let us know in the chat and in the comments, right? Real quick, man, some quick gaming news updates real quick, and then we're going to get into the topics. All right, so real quick, No More Heroes 3 has been confirmed to be coming to PS4 and PS5 this fall. Really excited about this, man. We'll actually be able to play this game at 60 frames per second, which I can't wait. And I'm actually really happy that they're doing a PS5 version as well. That has me really excited, man. So
Travi, welcome home. Come on home, Travi.
Yes, sir. So this is a day one. I'm picking this up. I'm playing. Yo, Bari, real quick, man. Real quick. This year is actually crazy for Japanese games. Let me. Damn it! I want to say real quick. Diophil, Valkyrie Elysium, Ys 8, Lacrimosa for PS5. No More Heroes 3. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Come on, Bari. Oh my God, man. Man, the Japanese games are flowing, man. I cannot wait. So yeah, this is a day one, guys. So be on the lookout for this. And then the other quick update is I want to give this game some love, because this game actually pulled itself out the trenches. No Man's Sky Outlaws. No Man's Sky, right? So No Man's Sky, man, when that released in a really bad state, man. It had a lot of bad press, things like that, man. And yo, man, Sean Murray and team, they really turned this game around. So another big update that they just did. This is a massive update. It's called No Man's Sky's Outlaws. I just want to run through what's in this update, because it is a lot, right? So solar ships are new high-tech starships class with a full and diverse range of procedurally generated variations. Outlaw stations across the galaxy, star systems have fallen under outlaw control. System authority has been surrendered to the rebel forces, leaving the space unpoliced and ripe for piracy. Improved space combat. The risk and reward to space has been rebalanced for challenge, flow, and speed. Dramatic explosions. Destruction fields for ships, asteroids, fighters, and space cargo have all received an overhaul, making gun-down vessels more satisfying than ever. Look how beautiful this looks. My God, this looks so amazing. Jesus Christ.
Yo, they been putting in work, bro.
Passing frigate fleets. So gaze upon the planetary surfaces to see occasional fleets of frigates thundering across the skies. This looks so beautiful, man. Like, look how he just comes in from warp drive space. My God, looks beautiful. Smuggling. Purchase contraband goods from outlaw stations and then shuttle them across the regulated system to sell for a large profit. In atmosphere combat. Skim the tops of the mountain ranges in fierce dogfights against outlaw ships for Sentinel system authorities within planetary atmospheres. Again, beautiful. Ship cargo hold. Starships can now be fitted with a high-capacity cargo inventory, enabling players to haul more than ever across the galaxy. Squadrons recruit roaming pilots into your own squadron to accompany you along your journey. These wingmen will automatically warp to your location during space combat and can be summoned to fly into formation at any time. Look how dope that looks. Wow, man.
I don't agree with that. Games for Eternity. No Man's Sky was not broken when it first released. I actually was defending Sean Murray because a lot of people like they're calling him like a liar with his game as far as like, oh, you can play with your friends. Yeah, you could always do that with No Man's Sky from launch, but he also said that people left out in those quotes that yeah, you can play with your friends, but it would take you a while because the world is so vast. And you're being spawned over to this other side of the Milky Way where your friend might be on the other side. So it might take a while for you to even see your friend in the game. That's what he said, but people ignored that statement and they just went with the, oh, he said you could play with your friends and we can't play with our friends. And that's when they just like, all right, these motherfuckers ain't listen to my interview, so let me just rehaul this goddamn game.
Yep. And then manage and upgrade your wingmen, inspect the skills, traits, and battle statistics of your squadron. Recruits from the managed fleet terminal on the bridge of your capital ship. Expand your fleet capacity by unlocking additional pilot slots and train your existing pilots to upgrade their efficiency in combat. Expand starship fleets. Cloth. So now you can wear cloth like capes and stuff like that, which looks dope. There's a lot here, man. Space combat autopilot. The new ship combat autopilot follow option enables automatic target locking capabilities for space combat. There's a lot here, man. Like there's so much more. Like there's a lot here, guys. This is a serious update, bro. Like they have added so much to this game, bro. I am amazed, bro.
I'm actually shocked, to be honest with you.
I'm amazed, man. It's a lot.
Playing No Man's Sky like day one, like yeah, I always thought the game had its coolness to it as far as like how you can enter and leave these planets. The survival aspect, in my opinion, needed work. And yeah, it would have been cool to see your friends much quicker as far as when it comes to like multiplayer and all that stuff. But I always thought the game had like a cool aesthetic to it. It's just I didn't really like this survival aesthetic to the game. But over the years, seeing how this game has been updated, how it's quicker to build and all that stuff, I remember when we was trying to group up with the council guys, but it was just so much other games coming out. It was like, yeah, I'm not going to stick with this game here. But I'm pretty sure you have those people that have been playing No Man's Sky since day one and to now, and I know those people are just loving it, eating. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this game has changed drastically and how it started up, man.
Yep.
And shout out to Sean Murray and the development crew, man.
Yeah, they did their thing, man. They really did their thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy right there.
I agree.
That's what you call a games as a service. That's the mindset that a lot of these games as a service need.
You know what I mean? That's an update, bro.
Updates that this man is doing, bro.
Like there's a lot of updates that they've been doing in this game for a while.
Changing the game, bro.
Yeah. This games as a service definitely needs to. These devs need to definitely take notes. I think this game and Bungie
take notes on how he's updated.
Yeah, this game and Bungie and Destiny, they need to take notes from them because Bungie definitely is really good with their updates as well.
Not gonna.
What you said?
What that man?
Oh, I thought you said.
Hey, yo, why Persona trying to bully me, yo?
I thought you said something slick, man. Don't talk about my Destiny.
I ain't say Destiny, man.
All right. Real quick, man. Thank you, King Kiso, for the $50 super chat. He says
magenta.
For the King. For the Kingdom Hearts love favorite franchise, absolutely, definitely in my top 3, for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Let's get into the topics, man. You guys have made it through the news. Here's some trophies.
That's love.
Give y'all a couple trophies. One more. All right. So, Bari, sir.
Sir,
I have to ask you a very important question, and I need to give you some context first. And then once I give you the context, you got the floor, right? So the creator of God of War, David Jaffe, David Scott Jaffe. He recently critiqued God of War Ragnarok and said that it looked like DLC, right?
Oh my God.
He has also said that, God of War 2018 was one of his favorite games of all time, blah, 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 the whole spiel. And then when he was looking at God of War Ragnarok, he said that it looked like DLC. There wasn't really anything in there that really jumped out. It looked like more the same, all this other stuff, right? And an example that he used recently in another video recently was him going through from God of War 1 to God of War 2 from his games to show that how they added in like new things to show the play that that this is different, like the grappling hook, flying, bigger vistas, showing vistas and stuff like that, just to show that this is a different game. With what we're seeing with Ragnarok, he's saying that he's not really seeing anything too different here. So I'm asking you two questions here, right? The first question I'm asking you is, based off what you've seen, and listen, we prefer PlayStation, right, Bari? I think everyone knows that, but let's think about this objectively. I want you to really be objective with this, right?
Oh, okay.
And subjective, obviously. Give your thoughts as well, but really ask the question of, looking at God of War Ragnarok, does it quote unquote look like DLC, right? And then the second question I'm asking is, that term of looking like DLC, that's a console war fanboy term that really is meant to diminish a game, really. So that whole looking like DLC thing, give me your thoughts or opinion of what does that mean? There's something looks like DLC, right? You got the floor.
First and foremost, this Persona knows this is a very tough one to talk about for me because I have a lot of respect for David Jaffe. That respect is dwindling for the things that I've been seeing. This man has been posting, stuff that don't make any sense. It's just been like, yo, what is going on over there, David, Mr. Jaffe? What the hell is going on? What are you smoking? I have to ask. I'm sorry. I have to ask, Persona.
Yeah.
But this is one of these things that I've been talking about when it comes to this, this community, this industry, social media. This is a horrible gaming take. This is just bad. What the hell is David Jaffe talking about? You know what I mean? God of War Ragnarok looked like DLC after that first trailer that they showed. A reveal trailer. Something looks like DLC based off a reveal trailer that's 3 minutes long. Persona, are we in the Twilight Zone? What?
Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing.
Somebody that actually creates games that started this franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn well, if somebody came to you and say, yo, God of War 2 reveal trailer, and if somebody could say, oh, this looks like DLC, you will be in an uproar.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
For a reveal trailer.
Absolutely.
By the way, that reveal trailer, this further goes along. They're saying that this is a bad gaming take from David Jaffe because even looking at that reveal trailer, we saw a lot of aspects that we didn't really get from the first game. Oh man, look, Kratos is looking out in the vista of this big ass open world that you're gonna be exploring, which the developers also said that it's much bigger. You're gonna be exploring more areas.
All 9 realms. All 9 realms, man.
Yeah, like people think you're gonna see the whole aspects of the game, all the new stuff that you're gonna be doing throughout the game. You're gonna see all of that in a reveal trailer. They're gonna spoil the whole goddamn game in 3 minutes in a reveal trailer. Is that what everybody wants? Yeah, and I'm sick and tired of this whole this DLC concept that people be using, like these fanboys that be using, because majority of them we see them are fanboys, especially the Xbox fanboys that be using. Oh, Miles Morales is DLC. What else they say is whatever else they say is DLC. Everything that comes out for PlayStation is DLC.
Returnal.
And we know Returnal DLC. The PlayStation 5 in itself is the PlayStation 4.5. You know what I mean? They always say these dumbass comments, man. You know what I mean? Like, yo, the developers of God of War, we already know that God of War Ragnarok is going to be the last version, the last iteration of the game. And they said it's going to be much bigger than God of War 2018. But, quote unquote, that is DLC. We already know Kratos is going to have new abilities. We already know Atreus is going to have new abilities. We already know that you're going to be exploring throughout more stuff. Yeah, I'm not expecting a whole full reveal of the game and like let you guys know that, hey, God, Ragnarok, here's the story or reveal trailer of the game. It's a continuation. It's not a new game. It's a continuation. You know, if you put the logic that these guys are using within in games in general, every fucking game is DLC. They were saying the same thing about Horizon Forbidden West. Oh, that's DLC. You know what I mean? Just because you see a same animation within a game, it's DLC. We gotta stop using these terminologies because, yo, it's bullshit. It undermines, yeah, what you said, Persona. It undermines the developers and the work that they put in. I can understand if you casting your judgment on what you think, oh, this could have been done better. If you're actually playing the game is out. You going into your YouTube channel and showing you God of War 1 and 2 games that already came out is mute. Because we're not playing Ragnarok for you to fully judge if it's quote-unquote DLC. The game ain't out yet, Persona. The man is judging the joint off a reveal trailer. Obviously, there's going to be new stuff or old stuff that they used from the first game because it's a continuation of the first game. You already know how development is going to cost a lot. You're not going to see a new animation for how you enter a goddamn boat.
I have to disagree. I have to disagree with you, Mr.
Oh
Jay
my
Bari.
God, of course. Yeah, we're going to call the gaming politician David Jaffe today.
I'm gonna have to disagree, Mr. Jay Bari, because the concept of the game looking like DLC. See, here's the problem: we are in the next generation of consoles, and PlayStation is the only one that, you know, we're still getting sequels for games that are cross-gen, and you know they're creating these.
You just tackled your own point though, but go ahead.
We're getting games that, you know, they're taking too long to come out. You know, we still don't have a release date for God of War, right? And, you know, there really isn't, it's more of the same, right? It is DLC, right? Because this could have just been a 5-hour expansion to the original story, and that's it. But the fact that you have to pay $70 for this game, right? And there really isn't anything new here, it's a problem. It does look like DLC, Mr.
Fans who played the last game know they were able to visit 6 of the 9 realms during their journey. In God of War Ragnarok, you will be able to visit all 9. The next installment in the series will bring you more diverse, beautiful, mysterious variety of locations, more than the other game.
Well, see, this is
War.
This is the problem, right? You have to pay $70, right? We need to start getting new IPs, right? If PlayStation is going to expect for us to pay $70 for these games, you can't keep reusing assets, right? You can't keep reusing, like, why is we're still using Axe and the Blades of Chaos? It should be something different, right?
Yo, did you play God of War?
That's a bad faith question.
Did you play any of the God of Wars?
That's a bad faith question. That's a bad faith. I don't have to play the game.
So why are you asking about what weapons are he using if you haven't even played the game, sir?
Because we're not because the games I don't have to play the games in order to
you don't
talk
have to
about
play
them.
the games in game. So do you not play any games, Mr. Gaming Politician?
That's a bad faith question. Listen, man, I don't have to play the games to have a conversation.
Just yapping. You're a yapper.
I don't have to play the games. I shouldn't have to play the games to have a conversation, Mr. Jay Bari. We should be able to talk about this trailer and you not question me on my history with God of War, Why can't
So
we have
how
that
are you?
conversation?
How are you supposed to be the representation of gamers if you don't play any goddamn games?
Because I can look at somebody's playthrough, or I can look at these trailers
Oh
and
my
be able
God.
to give an
Yo,
opinion
can I
off of
ask you a
that.
question, sir?
Sure.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
A serious question?
Absolutely.
Can I ask you a serious question, Mr. Mr. Gaming
Absolutely.
Politician?
Absolutely.
I need your response. Can I ask you a serious question?
Absolutely. What's the question?
Where is Persona? Where is Persona? Because I don't know how you sneak up on this man. Persona is very acute. He has very good peripheral vision. And how the hell you come up every goddamn week and sneak by this man? Are you Tom Cruise? Are you doing Mission Impossible?
This is what you need to understand. I'm giving my thoughts. Persona went to the bathroom real quick. I'm giving my thoughts. You're trying to deflect. You keep trying to deflect from the conversation. If this game was releasing in a service day and date, then we wouldn't really be able to complain because we would be getting this for a subsidized price.
Are you subscribed to PlayStation Plus?
That's a bad faith question. Listen, all I have to say is...
Do you have a PlayStation 5?
Game Pass... Hold on, Persona. Let me finish my thoughts. This is what I have to say. When it comes to God of War, they are reusing the assets and things like that. That's a bad faith question. Game Pass is... Game Pass is... Let me know! Game Pass is...
Sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry about that, Jay Bari. I'm so sorry. I ran to the bathroom real quick. I muted the mic. I didn't think he would sneak on the mic that quick. I just had to run to the bathroom real quick. My fault. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So yeah, I hope he didn't interrupt you during your thoughts or anything like that. Were you able to get your thoughts?
Absolutely.
I'm so sorry.
We was talking about how God of War is not bringing anything new, even though they had a whole blog that Mr. David Jaffe and the Damon politician completely just didn't want to read. Telling you what's going to be new within the game and all that stuff. But for some strange reason, this guy always comes and steals your mic.
Yeah, I know.
He locks you in the bathroom for singing. Do you have any trouble getting out of that bathroom?
Well, I did hear somebody trying to jimmy the door, so he might have like put a chair at the door or something like that. But I was able to get out.
You see what I'm saying?
I know. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. But so in terms of, I talked about this yesterday, right? If you look at the God of War trailer, this Ragnarok trailer, I pointed out 11 or 12 things within the trailer that were new, right? And again, this is a first trailer. New characters, new worlds, all 9 realms, new enemy types, new abilities that you could do with your weapons. Like I said, I pointed out with Blaze of Chaos, you're able to pull yourself to enemies now. In the first game, you can only like throw your Blaze of Chaos at an enemy and slam them down in place, right? Now you can pull yourself to enemies and fight and whatnot. So, there's definitely a lot of things here that are being added in that wasn't in the first game. And then again, the world, right? In the first game, look at the snow. It's snowy, it's windy. You see a lot more dynamic environments, and like his fur is moving, his beard is moving with the wind and things like that. I have to wonder if people are really paying attention when they're watching these trailers.
Your Persona is the next Super Mario game DLC. You know what I mean?
That's a good question.
People seem to put this microscope on PlayStation for sequels of games where they think that you're going to see this brand new overhaul of 2018 game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a sequel to a game where you're going to see a lot of the same assets, or you're going to see a lot of the same core mechanics when it comes to the combat. They're not going to overhaul the combat right in a sequel. Majority of the games that have sequels don't overhaul their combat like that or like their mechanics. They add certain things or they tweak certain things, but it's not just a brand new version of, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It would be called God of War Ragnarok. What people want from PlayStation is not God of War Ragnarok. They probably want a new God of War game that's outside of the Norse mythology and stuff like that.
Yep.
At the end of the day, there's a lot of these games that come out, Mario games, they come out with the same type of mechanics. Do people complain about those games? Oh, this is DLC. No, people want the same type of thing because at the end of the day, a Mario game, people come back to it because they like certain mechanics that stay tried and true throughout the series. You know what I mean? Like,
Is Elden Ring
I don't
DLC? Let me chill.
yeah, exactly the point. But when it comes to PlayStation, the combat, everything got to just be
brand new, brand spanking new. Yep, it got to be something never before. It got to be something never before seen. Exactly. It's got to be something never before seen, bro. Crazy.
Never before seen, like it's a sequel, bro.
Crazy, bro. I'm telling you, man. I want to ask this now.
It's sad, bro, because this is the actual creator of God of War, and to see him have a take on something that he was a part of creating, regardless if he wasn't a part of like the 2018 and all that stuff, it's still his baby. You know what I mean? That he was a part of the creation, and just to talk about the game in this aspect when you yourself as a developer, it's asinine, to be honest with you.
I agree.
It's crazy.
I agree. I want to ask you this question, capture this live on the show. Looking at how Horizon Forbidden West, that did everything better than the first game, still seemed to get a lower Metacritic score. What do you think the Metacritic score for God of War Ragnarok is going to be? What's your prediction? I'm gonna
say 89, 90.
Okay. I'm saying 89. Ragnarok. I don't think it's gonna hit the 90. I don't think they're gonna give it that.
The way how these new reviewers that's getting $20 to review a game.
Yeah, it's
listen, bro.
I'm saying 89, bro.
They're gonna type that review up. They're gonna be like,
hey, especially if the game is long. Like if the game is like 40 or 50 hours, they're not.
Because they said this game is gonna be longer.
Yeah, this game is gonna be longer because it's tying up everything. So that. They're definitely not gonna. I
did notice that Kratos entered the boat the same way how 2018 entered the boat. I mean, PlayStation, you would think they would overhaul that. I'm telling you, bro.
It's gonna be an 89.
It's gonna be like an 89, 90.
And like, I guarantee you, one of these reviewers are gonna use. Well, playing through the game, I just felt like I was playing God of War 2018. Felt like more of the same. I feel like this story could have been DLC or some stupid shit. Watch you see that. You're gonna see that.
You're gonna hear somebody say, "Yo, God of War Ragnarok is so much way better than God of War 2018." But 89 of the reviews are 8 out of 10. Like, yo, it's so much.
It does everything better, but exactly. Crazy, bro. All right, man. Let's move on to the last topic real quick, which is
Before we get on there, David Jaffe, get your shit together, man. You know what I mean? Get your shit together. I don't know what the hell is going on. Talk to us, okay? We are fans of you. But if you need somebody, if you need a shoulder, you need somebody to talk to, let us know, because that is a horrible gaming take.
Facts. That's a fact. All right, man. Last topic before we get up out of here. JRPGs, right? So there's been a lot of discourse going around the community this week, Bari, surrounding JRPGs and how a lot of people feel slighted. I don't even think slighted is the right word, but we'll use it. They feel let down that PlayStation has money to invest in $1 billion into Epic, but doesn't have money to invest into creating new JRPGs or creating a JRPG dedicated studio to have under their umbrella. And there's been a lot of discourse this week about this, man. We even was in a space earlier this week. Again, shout out to Guapzilla, where we all was talking about this and gave our thoughts. I'm gonna start with you, Bari, man. Break it down for us, man, and just give me your thoughts on this whole JRPG situation and why PlayStation is lacking when it comes to that department.
Dona, it be coming around a mountain when we come. It be coming around a mountain when we come. These topics be coming around a mountain. It be coming around a mountain. It be coming around a mountain when it come. Listen, bruh. It is deja vu out here in these gaming streets. Sorry.
We've talked about this a number of times too, bro. Let's say it. Yep. Talk about it.
What happened?
I said we've talked about this a number of times as well. So it's just
exactly. I'm not saying Chris or because Chris, he's always been on that same that same wave, that same energy. But when I was bringing and talking about this, remember when they what they did to Japan Studios and they turned it into Asobi, and we saw the Japanese influences like going away a little bit and it's going toward the more European influence. And I was out here raging. I was out here calling out people. I was going to be on a guest on other podcasts, and everybody was telling me, Jay Bari, Calm down. PlayStation just made $2 billion. They're doing great.
It's
They're
not that big a
doing
deal.
You know what I mean? And I was saying, I understand the business aspect of everything, but me as a PlayStation gamer that grew up playing these games and loving these games, it's kind of hurts. I want to see PlayStation, stay true to their origins as far as what PlayStation, created themselves from, and it was the Japanese games. It was putting out these games out here left and right, competing within that genre themselves, where they went out, had Japan studios, publish or develop these games as well. You know what I mean? But people was telling me like, nah, you need to relax, Jabari. Yo, PlayStation making more money than they ever made, so obviously they're doing something right. Yeah, I'm not discrediting that, but I'm saying for my habit, that's what I was saying in the spaces, is that yeah, I understand that the business aspect always risky and all this stuff, but at the end of the day, how do you feel as a gamer? I feel like a lot of gamers today, they're setting aside their own habits, their own likes and wants. They're putting that to the side, and what take precedence is the business aspect of what is good for the company rather than what you just want as a gamer. Yes, what you want as a gamer might sound obscure. It might sound selfish, but that's what it is when it comes to a gamer. Gaming is a selfish hobby. Nobody else play your games. Well, hopefully. You play your games. You're the one that's going out buying these games as far as what you like. Hopefully. Nowadays that might not be the case, because people will change because the review is not what they expected it to be. But at the end of the day, yeah, I agree 100% with the sentiment, because this is something that I've been saying for a very long time, that PlayStation should invest into more Japanese-centric games. Not just RPGs in itself, but Japanese-centric games. But JRPGs is a huge one. We've been requesting, one of the biggest requests for PlayStation, yes, is SOCOM. That's the biggest one overall. But it's also like a Legend of Dragoon. That's something that you had in-house. That's your game. That's your IP. You know what I mean? We're not seeing that coming back. But yeah, the fact that you are seeing stuff like $1 billion being invested in Epic, it does raise the question like, yo, you can buy a developer, a publisher, you can create your own in-house studio within Japan again, which you already do have with Asobi, but you can you don't have to just have it only to Asobi. You know what I mean? You can do these things, but I told people that we're not going to see as much Japanese influence with PlayStation now, because it's more of a European regime, which is nothing wrong with that. I think Herman Hulse is doing a great job. I think everybody's doing a great job at PlayStation, but they're going to tackle what they know first. You know what I mean? Because they're more European centric. That's just what it is. Look at all the acquisitions. Look at the games that's coming out. You know what I mean? You see more of a Western, presence to them, or essence to them. But yeah, I do feel that there are things that PlayStation should have their foot in, and that is JRPGs. What will be better than seeing the PlayStation studios tie themselves with a JRPG? And they are doing that when it comes to third-party developers, but we're talking about a first-party perspective. The third-party stuff, I think they're doing a great job with that. You see the Final Fantasies, you've seen the Forspokens, you've seen the Dragon Quest and all that stuff being marketed within PlayStation, but you want something that you can tie yourself, you can tie that bow and say, this is ours, and this is what we are presenting to the market. A PlayStation studio game that is a JRPG, a Japanese influenced game. That's what I want. And I think PlayStation should do it. You know what I mean? And hopefully they are listening to it. Hopefully they understand that, people that have been fans for 20 plus years, 25 plus years of PlayStation and knew where PlayStation origins came from, we don't want to see that stuff going away. Hopefully they will respond to that, because they are responding to other things that people want. People want more multiplayer games. What they're doing, 10 live service games,
10.
more multiplayer games was coming out left and right from PlayStation or some part of PlayStation. You know what I mean? Hopefully they can respond to this as well. I know it takes money, I know it takes risk, but hopefully they can nail it down and strike while the iron's hot, or get a good one to come out, and we'll see from there. And also, my bad, Persona, for being long-winded. Also, hopefully the goddamn PlayStation Nation support these games if they do respond and they do come out.
You took my talking point.
I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of when they do respond to certain things, and then when we see these sales of these goddamn games, they're low as hell. We see the rage, and we see the tweets, and we see everything going around. Yo, PlayStation didn't bring this back. PlayStation didn't bring this back. And when they do come back, it's crickets.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, you took my talking point. That was the point I was gonna make, was like, you know, like a lot of this, you know, oh yeah, we want Japanese games back, and PlayStation has abandoned Japan, and it's like, you know, you look at them and it's like, well, are you buying these games? What games are you buying, right? Because if you're only buying Kingdom Hearts and or only buying, you know, the AAA games like, you know, a Tales of Arise, which I love, or Final Fantasy, or a Kingdom Hearts, but if you're not playing stuff like, you know, some of those smaller titles like I Am Setsuna, Octopath, you know, Triangle Strategy, or you know, Disgaea, or some of those smaller titles, like, you know, if you only playing Persona, right? If that's the only JRPG you can name that you playing, I mean, shit, you know, Persona, Final Fantasy, and Kingdom Hearts, it's like a Tales of Arise. It's like, well, shit, there's much more JRPGs than that. What about a Ys 9? Did you play that? You know, are you interested in that? Are you playing I Am Setsuna, Lost Spear, Oninaki, this, you know, Octopath, you know, Triangle Strat? Like, are you playing some of these other Japanese titles, JRPGs that are out here, that also are great games? You get what I'm saying? A lot of people aren't. That's part of the problem. You know, everyone thinks JRPG just is this big, you know, Final Fantasy VII remake type of game. And I'm like, no, that's not it. That's not that. And when I say that's not it, I'm saying that's not the only thing. And that's not really where JRPGs are derived from either, right? That's more of a relatively newer thing of, you know, from like PS3 gen or so. Dragon Quest, you know, and all these other titles. Are you playing that stuff? Are you buying that? Are you supporting that? Because if the answer is no, you don't really want JRPGs to come back then. You just want another Final Fantasy game.
I just want PlayStation to have that foothold within that area as well, because as a Japanese company, I feel like you should be catering to the Japanese audience as well from a first party perspective. You know what I mean? And I think it is something that is a good talking point, and is something to bring attention to PlayStation. You know, hopefully our voices could be heard. I'm pretty sure they're in the works of that stuff, because Herman Hulse have came out and have said these things already, where they're not forgetting the Japanese audience, and we know our origins.
Yeah, they've said that recently.
Yeah, he said that. He said it like a couple of months ago. I definitely have. But you know, it's just another talking point that you're bringing up. You know, just due to the fact of, you know, money is being invested into other places outside of that, from what we know of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I hope PlayStation does, like, again, Legend of Dragoon, Legend of Gaia, you know, some of those other titles.
Me personally, I would like a game like Wild Arms to come back.
Okay.
If it's like a big remake, I would love that. Or if it's something like in the style of, like, you know, Tokyo RPG Factory games, that would be cool with me as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either.
I'll take either.
Yeah. My top of the list for me is Legend of Dragoon, like, hands down. But, you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see. But yeah, PlayStation, if you're listening, like, you know, as adults,
we're gonna worry about the business aspect as well, because as we get older in gaming, we start to worry about things like, yo, is this being supported? You know what I mean? We take to look at our investments much, you know, higher. You know, as a kid, we just look at the title of a game or the box art, and we go, oh, mommy, I want this, I want it, because we wasn't buying it. Now that we're buying our games, now that we're buying our consoles, now that we are actually investing in these things, you know, I understand what's the word I'm looking for? I just got flustered looking at the chat as well. People putting out folklore. we take our investments much more seriously because it's our own money. It's coming out of our pocket. So I get the whole business aspect of people looking at it like, oh, but nobody's gonna buy these type of games. But yo, don't forget about your own personal habits or your own personal wants as a gamer. Like I would never, I never understood how people can just resent that. You know what I mean? That's like put that aside, like what you want or what you need when it comes to gaming, because you're looking at the business side of things. Like, yo, you know what? Wild Arms won't sell today, so I'm not gonna request that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird to me that seeing that from gamers, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Not to be rude, respectfully, but I just find it weird.
I agree. Yeah, man, good topics, man. Good conversation this week, guys. We are at the end of the show, and if you made it to the end, it's time to get your platinum. Couple more trophies, and then that platinum.
Listen, man, ain't nothing better than getting a platinum just listening to a podcast.
Facts.
Beautiful.
Y'all at 79 platinums, man. Woo. I got a lot of plats right now. So yeah, man, we in the outro, man. Let's get into these outros, man. Another great show is in the books, man. Episode 79. Yo, Bari, man, give us your outro, man. Let the people know what you got coming, if you got anything coming and whatnot, and talk to the people.
Nah, man. I am gonna be setting up like a Kingdom Hearts type podcast, but that's not gonna come anytime soon. Like, I'm gonna be preparing and setting that up, and probably like DMing people if they want to be a part of it. But it's not gonna be anytime soon. But I do want to go over Kingdom Hearts, talk about certain theories as far as what's going on with the game. Probably try to create some hype for people. Because I do see a lot of people, now they're starting to play like Kingdom Hearts games and all that stuff, which is cool. But no, just want to say thank you guys for supporting WUPS. And hitting the like button. I don't think we asked anybody to hit the like button today, but you guys definitely hit it up. But yeah, I'm looking forward to enjoying the weekend, man. A lot of basketball. We're in the playoffs now. It's also Easter. For those people that celebrated either with the bunny way or celebrated either like resurrection. Times and all that stuff. But it's gonna be a good weekend, man. Got family over. Definitely gonna be busy. As far as the weekend, but I definitely want to have my basketball time and my gaming time as well. So, but no, appreciate you guys coming through, man. Don't be offended by anything we say. We're just very passionate PlayStation gamers, and we love all of you guys, and we appreciate all of you guys in the chat for sure. But that's pretty much it, Persona, for me, man. See you guys next week. Same time, same place. Hopefully we get some acquisition news.
I think we will this week. I'm
You feel it? You feel it in your bones?
I feel it, man. It's 420. That's when we had got some news for God of War. That's when God of War released. So I feel like they might give us the God of War news on that day. I feel like.
But last but not least, guys, make sure you're following Persona on Twitter, because we want to see this man post up that stewed chicken. And listen, we are going to critique this man's stewed chicken like we are top chef judges. You understand me? We can, just by the picture, we can taste the seasonings and the too much salt or black pepper. Just by the picture. So if Persona don't post that goddamn picture by Sunday, let him happen.
Yo, you really gonna throw me out there like that? Jesus Christ.
Yo, the fish on butter and cheese is ready for sure, yo. Your side effect gave me the vibes.
I forgot to, oh my God, Miko, I'm so sorry for the I forgot your super chat. So Miko says, y'all notice no one said Breath of the Wild 2 looked like DLC 6 years later and it looks exactly the same. I even saw people saying they were happy it looked the same. Hey, yo, Miko, that's a fact, bro. They were saying, yeah, it's supposed to look the same. It's better like that. Yo, shout out to Miko. Thanks for the super chat. All right, man.
Mention that game without people getting triggered, though. People gonna get triggered.
They gonna get like legit. Miko. People will get triggered when you mention Breath of the Wild. No, they're an anomaly. They're an anomaly. It's Nintendo. They're an anomaly. They're an anomaly. All right, man. So for me, Bari really put me out there, man. Now I'm under the pressure. It's funny because after this podcast, I was about to marinate my chicken and all that and let it sit in the fridge overnight. So damn you, Bari. But yes, man, we making
Goddamn right.
stew chicken and some white rice tomorrow.
Get your vegetables, man. Don't forget your vegetables.
And yeah, I think I'm gonna do some peas or some oh yeah, tomatoes and all that. It's gonna, all that's gonna be in there. Funny enough, I actually forgot to buy some stuff for this grocery store, so I think I gotta get cornstarch and all that. I forgot. So yeah, man. So I'll post up the pictures tomorrow. So yeah, y'all see. But yo, listen, man, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. I am Persona, Gaming with Persona. I was your host for this week. You can follow both me and Bari on Twitter. Bari's Twitter is @jbari_. My Twitter is @PersonaSpeaks. And for me, man, my YouTube channel, Gaming with Persona. So this week, what I got coming this week? When Persona Speaks will be this week for sure. And yeah, I think that's it. I think we're gonna play it by
We
ear
might
this
be
week.
having something for this channel coming by next week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shout out
So
to the boy Oblivious, man.
shout out to Oblivious, man. Shout out to Oblivious.
That thing looking, ooh,
Yo, man, I'm telling you, Oblivious is a legend out here, man. Like majority of our artwork has been Oblivious, man, and he blessed us. He blessed us, man. Oh nah, I ain't no Paula Patton in the don't disrespect. Yo, hey yo, I ain't no Paula Patton in the kitchen. Cut that bullshit out. Cut that bullshit out.
I was like,
hell no,
what?
nah, I ain't no Paula Patton.
I know that.
Nah, my mother, my grandmother, and my aunts. I learned from the women in my family how to cook. Trust and believe. Nah, I ain't no Paula Patton with that bullshit. Hell nah. But nah, yeah. So watch the YouTube channel. We'll definitely be posting up some content this week. And yeah, man. Like Bari said, we do have memberships coming really, really soon, right? The emotes and the art and stuff like that for that is looking really, really great, guys. We can't wait to show that off to y'all. I know y'all are gonna love it, man. And we appreciate y'all that's always supports us and rock out with me and Bari, man, on this Saturday, this Easter weekend, man. I hope y'all enjoy it with your families and your loved ones. Eat some good food, be around some good company, play some good games and whatnot, guys. And listen, we appreciate y'all here on What's Up PlayStation Podcast. Me and Bari, we appreciate you. And episode 79 is in the books. And yeah, man, that's it, guys. Y'all be safe. Enjoy your Saturday. And we'll see you guys next Saturday. Same time, same place, same crew, the WUPS crew. Podcast by the community, for the community. That's my saying.